Check, check.
Start your bar.
All right, we'd like to welcome everyone. We are live here at the Kearns Oak Park Fitness Center. My name's Sean Stringham with Game On Live Studio. We are going to be here all evening and afternoon as we get started for our 2023 Granite School District 2023 championships, swim championships. I'd like to thank everyone who's joining along in the chat. Audience is building. Thanks for joining us here. Give us a thumbs up in the chat if you can see us and hear us okay. Coming up first is going to be our women's 200-yard medley relay. All right, coming up first is going to be event number 1, the women's 200-yard medley relay. We've got one heat of the women's 200-yard medley relay. Here in lane number 2 is going to be Taylorsville, Naselli, Troth, Oliveira, Hansen. In lane 3, Cypress High School, Booth, Hodkins, Palmer, Plitcher. In lane 4, from Cottonwood, Alonso, Gonzaga, Talbot, Bardane. In lane 5, from Skyline, Zulchik, Lou, Garstang, Williams. In lane 6, from Olympus, McDonald, Greenwell, Doretto, McElwee. In lane 7, from Kearns, Nash, Figueroa, Young, Plottis. Lane number 8, from Granger, Smith, Rufner, Linares, Winder. And in lane number 9, from Hunter, Torres, Murdoch, Cruz, and Woodruff. Looks like, looking down the line here, we're just a couple minutes away. Maybe not a minute, but looks like our officials are in line. And we're ready to go. Swimmers are in the water. And they are off on a clean start here in the women's 200-yard medley relay. 2 lengths of the pool each. Backstroke, butterfly, breaststroke, and free. Looks like it's going to be in lane number 6, Olympus. Sadie McDonald flipping over first and back into the underwaters. She'll come up there right before that halfway point, but watch out in lane number 4 from Cottonwood. That is Nadia Alonso into the turn, and the first one to the wall is going to be in trying to check those splits. Looks like it's going to be Olympus into the wall first. Coming through there, in on the breaststroke for Olympus, extending the lead. Lauren Greenwell being chased by Skyline in lane number 5, Elaine Liu. And in the third position from Cottonwood, Andessa Talbot coming through. That's going to turn over in lane number 5. 5 and 6 in the water for Olympus. In the middle of the pool there is Greta Doretto, being chased down by Jade Garstang. Jade Garstang has the speed to potentially close that gap, and you can see on that underwater, it's going to come down to Olympus and Skyline. Cottonwood coming in here on a third position in lane number 4, Odessa Talbot. It's going to be a challenge here for Olympus. Sydney McElway up against Izzy Williams. Williams closing that gap and putting a half a body length lead on Olympus. Skyline in third position. Kearns coming off the wall in fourth position. Going to be a duel right down the center of the pool. Here comes Skyline. Isabel Williams looking to see if Olympus has the closing power. Sydney McElway comes in, and a Skyline will take the 200 medley relay with a time of 1:51.59. Olympus comes in at 1:51.87. In third position, the Colts go 1:58.01. Finishing it, rounding out here in fifth position. Let's see. We've got the scoreboard up there on the screen so you can see as they're finishing up. Coming in here in lane number 2 are the Warriors of Taylorsville. And in lane number 8, that's Granger High School with Hunter High School in lane number 9, rounding out our top 9. Coming up next is going to be event number 2, the men's 200-yard medley relay. In lane 2 from Taylorsville, Allen, Joshua, Macram win. In lane 3 from Cypress, Walters, Simon, Campbell, Johnson. 4 from Kearns, Lawrence, Kissinger, Flockhart, Hatch. 5 from Olympus, De La Garza, Hartman, and 2 in lane 6 from Skyline, Hale, Tao, Johnson, Groch. In lane number 7 from Cottonwood, Bowling, Pendleton, Childress, Alonso. Lane 8, Hunter, Laws, Woodruff, Ramirez, Bullholder. And in lane 9 from Granger, Holmgren, Wright, and Morales. Coming up off is going to be in lane number 5. That is going to be from Olympus. Will De La Garza turns over, gives it to Owen Hartman. Coming in second to the wall will be Skyline in lane number 6. Hartman looking to extend that lead, going on a duel against Yunpeng Tao. Coming up in third is going to be far lane. There is going to be Hunter's Lane Woodruff making a race of it here. That'll be a great swim if Hunter can hold on from there. Kearns in lane number 4. That is Frederick Basinger. Turnover from Olympus is going to go over to Benjamin Hatchard, and for Skyline, Chase Johnson for the fly. Kearns and Hunter going down at Derek Ramirez and Ian Flockhart. Here comes Olympus, Benjamin Hatchard. Hatchard coming through, going to go on to the two-hand touch. Turns it over to Kevin 2 for the Skyline Eagles, going to be Benjamin Goach. Goach has 2.5 body lengths to make up as Kevin 2's turning over, throws that turn, is ready to go. Great swim. The 200-yard medley relay is going to go to the Olympus Titans. And the team of De La Garza, Hartman, Hatchard, and 2. Skyline comes in second position. Olympus going 134.91. Skyline goes 138.72. In third position, it's going to be Hunter hangs on there with a great swim, 145.66. Kearns rounds out the top 4 at a time of 146.63. Great work by all of our swimmers. Thanks for joining us. We've got a nice steady audience growing here. If you wouldn't mind, just give me a thumbs up if the audio and video sounds okay for you. If there's anybody out there, we just want to make sure you got a great experience here. We're quiet for the start here. Coming up is event number 3, the women's 200-yard freestyle in the water. From Olympus in lane 1, Sophie Rona. In lane 2, Cyprus McKenna Lenardi. Lane 3, Cyprus Brittany Mendez. Lane 4, the Wolverines, Lily Cruz. Lane 5 from Taylorsville, Grace Faschow. Lane 6 from Cyprus, Brianna Smith. Lane 7 from Cyprus, Alaya Bellis. Lane 8 from Cyprus, Michelle Ellis. And in lane 9 from Olympus, Marion Johnson. In the center of the pool, coming here in heat number 1 of 3 of the women's 200-yard freestyle. In lanes number 6 is Brianna Smith. In lane 5, Grace Faschow from Cyprus and Taylorsville. Coming up in third position on the outside there, it looks like in lane number 8, Michelle Ellis. Still going stroke for stroke there in the middle of the pool. Barshaw and Smith from Taylorsville. Taylorsville in the blue and white caps, looking a lot like UCLA caps. And Grace Barshaw in Cyprus with the gold caps with the blue imprint. If you're enjoying this coverage, if you notice on your screen there's a little QR code. Game On Live Studios actually donating their services here this afternoon to make sure we have full coverage of this meet, important meet for all 8 of these Granite School districts. We're going to watch this finish as we come in here, and that is going to be in lane number 1, Rona goes 159.41. In second position on the outside, Johnson from Olympus goes 220.71. In third position, Faschow goes 243. Smith goes 244. As I was saying, that QR code down there in the middle on the bottom left-hand corner. That is a donation code. If you wouldn't mind, if you're interested, you think you're loving the stream, want to continue to see it, help us cover our costs here this afternoon. Like I said, we are donating our services here to the meet this afternoon. Maybe give $2, $3, $5, $10. Trust me, it's great sitting at home watching the meet with full coverage, multiple cameras, and some decent commentary. Thanks for having us here. Thanks for jumping in and watching. Appreciate it. All right, coming up is going to be heat number 2 in lane 1 from Cyprus, Pearl Rodriguez, and 2 from Olympus, Brecken Frank. Lane 3 from Cyprus, Emily Vasquez Leon. Lane 4 from Kearns, JC Young. Lane 5 from Olympus, Clara Jorgensen. And lane 6 from Olympus, Isabel Jones. Lane 7 will feature Colts, Caitlin Gonzaga. In lane 8, the Olympus, Ruth Snow. And in lane number 9, Granger's, Sophia Alba. We'll send them off in the water and watch a pair of Titans go over in the middle of the pool. That is Clara Jorgensen and Isabella Jones. On the closest side there, in lane at number 5, is going to be Clara Jorgensen. Their feet will come over pretty close to the same time as they get through this turn here. Looks like it's going to be Jones going 367, winning that intermediate split on that top 50. Looking to pace. Trust me, these two ladies have had many, many miles of swimming where they're looking across the lane, looking into each other's eyes. They know each other's tendency and know when to go. So it'll be fun to watch this race play out. So we come through, chasing them there in that 3rd position from Cottonwood is going to be Caitlin Gonzaga in lane at number 7. In lane number 4 on the near side here from Kearns, JC Young. Jones holding on, goes out in a 104.28. Jorgensen going 104.81. Great question in the chat. Where is lane 1? Lane 1 is closest to the bottom of your screen, closest to the camera. Heading over, that is going to be Jones splitting a 138.70. The intermediate split is 34.42. Jorgensen goes 139.53. Coming in here for their final 25. Izzy Jones looking to kick. Jorgensen looking to close the gap. Haas brings it from the waist to the shoulders. Jorgensen coming through, going to bring it even as they come underneath the flags. Jorgensen and Jones, and it will be Jorgensen will touch, going at 33.5 on her final 50 to go 2:13. Oh my goodness. 2:13.03. Jones goes 2:13.03. Tied. How about that? Titans for the tide. Titans till the end. They can give each other's 5. In 3rd position is going to be Gonzaga from Cottonwood, goes 2:22.87. And in lane 4 from Kearns, Young goes 2:25.88. Wow. All right. Our 3rd and final heat here of the women's 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1 from Cyprus, Charlotte Booth. Lane 2 from Kearns, Melissa Young. In lane 3 from Skyline, Elsa Bringhart. Lane 4 from Skyline, Becca Bringhart. Lane 5 from Skyline, Rory Sorensen. Lane 6 from Skyline, Shayla Zulchik. Lane 7 from Olympus, Greta Doretto. Lane 8 from Skyline, Isabel Reynolds. And in lane 9 from Kurgs, Tita Cerrone. They are off and ready here in our 3rd and final, our fastest heat of the women's 200-yard freestyle. Coming up here in lane number 6 is going to be Shayla Zulchik. Zulchik comes over and an opening split goes 26.99, being chased down by teammates. They are currently 1st, 2nd, and 3rd position, so that'll be Zulchik, Sorensen, and Becca Bringhart. Coming in off the wall will be Olympus in 4th position. That is Greta Doretto. And then in 5th position, the fourth eagle there, Elsa Bringhart coming through. Zolchik goes out in a 56.8. You can see we've got a great crowd here, an audience as we come through this. Big shout out to Brad Piercy and the Kearns Oka Parks Center for hosting us here. This meet has been scheduled at Skyline for months, and the scheduling conflict at the school has made it so just Friday they were able to pick it up and send it out here to Kearns. Zolchik has a fantastic swim going, goes 32.5 on her third 50 or third split for a split of 127.05. Comes through, has a 2.5 body length lead. Skyline and Olympus dueling here for second position. After Zolchik is going to be Sorensen, and Doretto comes in. Zolchik goes 157.94. Sorensen goes 200.65. And Doretto goes 201.18. Zolchik entered at a 158. So she gets a best time. Nice time. Great thing about this meet is they put those tech suits on, try to get some best times going into Christmas break, get closer to those state times as we come through here. Coming up next, it's going to be event number 4. And that's going to be in heat number 1, the men's 200-yard freestyle. In the water, coming up here from Olympus is going to be Tyler Sink in 3, Caden Van Cott from Cyprus in 4, Matthew Adams from Taylorsville in 5, Devin Bowling from Cottonwood in 6, and from Cyprus in lane 7, Carson Taylor. It's a good look here. Sink hanging in there in lane number 3. It's going to be an even turn here. Lanes 3, 5, and 6. We'll see who gets the touch. It's going to be Bowling from Cottonwood, goes a 30.51, but close. 0.2 of a second separate first and third as we have in the water here. It looks like Tyler Sink has blown his cap off. He's coming through, swimming with a big mop of hair. But he's also taken the lead here as he comes through. So Tyler Sink is going to make the turn here at the 100 intermediate in lane number 3, being chased by lane 6, Devin Bowling. Sink goes 32.88 and opens with a 103.61. Followed by Bowling goes 104.83. Tyler Sink hanging in here, looking to go old school. It reminds me a little bit of Mark Spitz if he had the mustache, but that big bushy hair, he may not be able to see. It's very possible that he is blinded by his mop. Comes through. Tyler Sink comes on, goes to third split of 34.23, goes 137. Bowling goes 36.79 for his third 50. And in lane number 5, Adams goes 39.56. Coming through, here comes Tyler Sink, looking to wrap it up here in heat number 1 of the men's 200-yard freestyle. Tyler Sink entered at a no time, so this will be good to put it up on the bulletin board. Think about it. Tyler Sink goes 2:12.28, finishing with a 34.44. Bowling comes in for Cottonwood, goes 2:17.49. Third position is going to be in lane number 5. That's Matthew Adams from Taylorsville. Coming up next in lane 4 will be Van Cott from Cyprus, goes 2:36.08. And our 5th swimmer in the pool goes 2:41.42 for heat number 1 of the men's 200-yard freestyle relay. Heat number 2 in lane 1 from Olympus, Peter Lowe. Lane 2 from Cyprus, Benson Shaw. Lane 3 from Cyprus, Cameron Mills. Lane 4 from Skyline, Max Schebler. In lane 5 from Skyline, Mathis Schebler. In lane 6 from Kearns, Cole Sharp. In lane 7 from Cottonwood, AJ Childress. In lane 8 from Kearns, Odin Barrows. And in lane 9 from Granger, Brian Wilkie. Checking in, Jeff Coletti is watching from Shelley, Idaho, and looks like cheering for the Jorgensen crew from Olympus. Would love to know where you're watching from. Maybe you're getting some emails done. Check it out. Like I said, we'll take this break. That QR code down in the bottom left-hand corner. Game On Live Studio donating their services here this afternoon so that we can get a full and wonderful stream for this 2023 Granite School District Championship. If you wouldn't mind, think about sending a little donation, a little Christmas love our way to cover some of our production costs so that you can sit at home and watch this. $2, $5, $10, whatever you might think works. Coming up, though, next is going to be heat number 2. And they are off. We also have a link if you're watching. Obviously, you're watching on YouTube. In the show description, you can just click that link, or if you go to goals.co, you can grab that link to donate in a GoFundMe as well. Coming up off that second fifth on this first 50 of the second heat of the men's 200 is going to be in lane number 7. AJ Childress from Cottonwood is going to come in through here and go an opening 50 of 26.92, followed by Skyline in 5. And a tie in lanes 4 and 6 from Skyline and Kern, Shebler and Sharp. Cottonwoods. AJ Childress hanging on there. He's got about a body length lead as he comes through that first 100. Skyline going to make this up a little bit here as they come through. Two brothers working together, dragging themselves through that water, but comes off with a shoulder length lead coming in. Coming in, that is going to be in lane number 7. Childress continues with a 135.6. Coming on strong here in the middle, though, is going to be Skyline, goes 130.29. So he's made up that difference. Coming in here, maybe gone out a little bit too fast in lane number 5. It's going to be Matisse. Chebler goes in, and Matisse goes 2:01.46. That's a nice split. A second drop there. In second position is going to be Childress from Cottonwood, goes 2:03.23. Also with a 5-second drop. Congratulations to AJ on that. And in third position from Skyline, brother Chebler goes 2:03.75. Nice 3-second drop there for Max. Coming up next is going to be heat number 3 of 3, our fastest heat here of the men's 200-yard freestyle. Watch for some fireworks. King Barros from Kearns in 1. McKay Simons from Cypress in 2. Noah Crane from Kearns in 3. Colin De La Garza from Olympus in 4. Alexander Stewart from Skyline in 5. Miles Moran from Olympus in 6. Vincent Wu from Skyline in 7. In lane number 8 from Olympus, Jackson Hatchert, and in lane 9, Cypress Aiden Walters. My bad on that. Coming through, it's going to be Skyline off that first 25, going at 23.84. Stewart, Alex Stewart has 2 Titans chasing him down on either side. Drafting here on the lane line in lane number 6, Miles Moran keeping him close, right on that wave. Don't count out Mr. Colin De La Garza there as 2 Titans circle the prey of the Eagle in the middle of the pool, trying to swim it out, Alexander Stewart. And then in fourth position out on the outside from Olympus, that is Jackson Hatchert looking to get into the mix. Coming in on the 150 intermediate split, Stewart will go 27.17 for a 117. Moran goes 27.42 for a 118.62. Stewart comes in off the turn. Here comes Moran, looking to see if he can close that gap, brings it up to the knees, trying to get to the hips. Colin De La Garza coming in on the inside here in lane number 4. That's going to come in, but Stewart's going to fend him off, goes 144.66. Moran goes 145.81. De La Garza goes 147.39. Stewart just on his time, entered at a 0.64, goes 6.6. De La Garza drops 3 seconds. Miles Moran drops 2 seconds. So a great swim there for those top 3 young men. Coming up next is going to be event number 5, the women's 200-yard IM. Sierra Smith from Granger in lane 2. From Granger, Yutzi Lemonares Vera in 3. Hale Plottis from Kearns in 4. Ada Frazier from Olympus in 5. Angela March from Kearns in 6. Olympus Ava Anderson in 7. Granger's Raven Ruffner in 8. And in lane number 9, Olympus Sadie McDonald. On the outside, that Sadie McDonald comes in and blasts a 3-length lead or a 3-body length lead on that butterfly. Hits at 30.15. Watch her for her. She's entered as a no time. So she looks like she might swim away with this heat as she goes into the backstroke. Coming in next on the seating, comes in that middle of your pool, will be Angela Martz in 6. And from Olympus, Ada Frazier in 5. A nice grouping here. Coming in lane number 3 will be Yurtzi Lenares Vera from Granger. Comes through, finishes the backstroke portion. That will be Sadie McDonald for Olympus going out onto the breast. And then hitting in lane number 5 is Ada Frazier for the Titans. Being chased from Kearns, Angela Martz. Sadie McDonald in lane number 9 coming in here on the breaststroke. Coming in here, Sadie McDonald's going to finish this one up and goes 2:18.50 to fill in that no time. So that'll serve her nicely. Coming in lane number 5 will be Ada Frazier. Frazier goes 2:32.19. Coming in 3rd position will be Kearns. Martz goes 2:42.87. And Anderson goes 2:44.15. Great swim there. In the women's 200-yard IM. Coming up next is going to be heat number 2, the women's of the 200-yard IM. From Skyline, Aranya Arazan. In lane 2, Colts Nora Bardney. In lane 3 from Skyline, Felisa Shee. In lane 4 from Cyprus, Tiffany Palmer. In lane 5 from Olympus, Rainey Moran. In lane 6 from Skyline, Elaine Liu. In lane 7 from Skyline, Kira Jameson. In lane 8 from Kearns, Ella Plottis. In lane 9 from Skyline, Sadie Joner. And they're off. All right, here in heat number 2, Rainey Moran. I have been corrected. If I apologize for mispronouncing your name there, Rainey. My bad. She comes in off that 50 butterfly, goes 27.99. In second position, just looking at the splits, they're going to be 29.07. That's Lou in the middle of the pool for Skyline. Elaine and Rainey coming through there. And in third position, a duel here closer to the camera. That's going to be Felicia Shee and Tiffany Palmer in lanes 3 and 4 from Skyline and Cypress. Moran comes in, hits, goes a 33.68 on the backstroke split. Goes 101 opening on the 100, followed by Skylines. Elaine Liu goes 104.13. Moran, a breaststroker, extending that lead, goes from 2 to almost 3 body lengths. Comes in with a 2-hand touch. Her teammates hanging on that banister. Hopefully the whole thing doesn't go into the pool. That would be tragic. Rainey coming in. Goes 139.08. 37.41 on the breaststroke split. Lou goes 143.21. 39.08 for her split. Rainey going on that freestyle journey to wrap up the 200-yard individual medley. Brutal event. 2 lengths of the pool of each. A nice little race here in lanes 3 and 4. Felicia Shee and Tiffany Palmer coming through, but it's all Rainey Moran here in this heat number 2. She comes in and will finish 210.3 with a nice 1.4 second drop. Lou goes 216.58. She adds 2 seconds. And then in lanes 3 and 4, she goes 227.7. Nice 3-second drop there to round out your top 3 of heat number 2 of the women's 200-yard individual medley. All right, making progress. Here we go. Our final heat. No, that was our final heat. Sorry, only 2 heats of the women's 200-yard IM. So congratulations to Rainey on the district championship there. Coming up next is event number 6. The men's 200-yard IM in lane. We have 3 heats. In lane 3, Peyton Allred. In lane from Cypress. This is all Cypress. Lane 4, Archer Bat. In lane 5, Colin Johnson. In lane 6, Austin McDonald. And in lane 7, Josh Flores. All 5 athletes swimming for Pirates here. In fact, we're going to have a burst and a lead here in the middle of the pool. Lane number 5. Colin Johnson hits the wall first, goes a split of 30.44. Thanks for joining us. We've got some more people joining in. Hope you're having a great day watching the 2023 Granite School District Swimming Championships. Down in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, there's a little QR code there. Game On Live Studios donating their services here to cover this meet. So maybe think about giving a little donation to share the love. It's nice to be sitting and watching from home. Maybe you're doing some emails, sitting on the couch, watching while you're doing homework or cooking dinner or whatever you might be doing, or tuning in from Shelley, Idaho. Who knows? Think about giving a $2, $4, $5, $10 donation. We're trying to just cover our production costs so that we can continue to provide fantastic access to youth sports across the country. Coming in still is going to be in lane number 5, Colin Johnson, out on his breaststroke leg here, his second 25 of that 50. Coming into the 50 freestyle. Coming up next in lanes number 4 and 6, that's Archer Bat and Austin McDonald. Colin Johnson comes off that 50 breast and off onto freestyle. Going to finish up here. Johnson is going to go a time of 2:34.35. Nice drop there. 4-second drop for Colin in lane number 5. Still a race down the middle of the pool here in lanes 4 and 6. Archer Bat and Austin McDonald. Nice finish. Bat goes 258.83. McDonald goes 256.87 for third and second position. All right, and that'll round out heat number 1 of the men's 200-yard IM. Coming up next is going to be heat number 2. In lane 1, Nathan Holmgren from Granger. Lane 2, Jackson Laws from Cypress. Lane 3, Tavin Lawrence from Kearns. Lane 4, Soren Alonso from the Colts. Lane 5, Lane Woodruff from the Wolverines. Lane 6, Stockton Rogers from Olympus. Lane 7, Austin McGee from Olympus. Lane 8, Zachary Call from Kearns. And in lane 9, Logan Huerta from Cypress. So full heat here, 9 swimmers in the water. You got a nice look there of our spectators. Got a full, we're full here. We're at capacity here at Kearns. Coming in here on this first 50 is going to be lane at number 6, Stockton Rogers from Olympus, hitting that wall first. Rogers goes out into 27.74, being chased by Woodruff at a 27.91 there. Woodruff might have come off that wall here in first position. They'll come through on this backstroke turn. Definitely there. It's going to be Lane Woodruff in lane number 5 coming through the middle of the pool. Has a pair of Titans there. That is Stockton Rogers and Austin McGee coming up on his right side. You're in lane 6 and 7. They'll touch here. Woodruff goes a 0056 on the first 100, a 32.65 for that backstroke split. Off to breaststroke. Here comes Rogers. Stockton Rogers coming in, closing that gap in 5 strokes, and now overtaking Austin McGee. This is going to be a drag race down the center of the pool here. Nice look there by Stockton Rogers coming through. Stockton Rogers is going to have about maybe 3/4 of a body length. See if he can hold off Mr. Lane Woodruff coming through. Is going to have to get that kick going because Woodruff coming on. Rogers hanging in there. Puts a little bit more space. Has a little break in the action there between his feet. And a good look here. Woodruff going to come in second, but Stockton Rogers is going to come in and hang on. Goes 210.63. That's a 5-second drop there for Stockton. Woodruff goes 212.95. Lane Woodruff has a 2-second drop. Coming in third position, it's going to be lane 8, Call from Kearns, goes 216.73. So a nice look there for heat number 2 of the men's 200-yard IM. Coming up next, heat number 3 in lane 1 from Kearns, Frederick Bessinger. Lane 2 from Olympus, iDubbbz, Isaac Wardle. Lane 3 from Olympus, Lycan Swenson. Lane 4 from Skyline, Nash Hale. Lane 5 from Olympus, Abe Astle. Lane 6 from Skyline, Chase Johnson. In lane 7 from Olympus, Owen Hartman. In lane 8 from Taylorsville, Benjamin Eberly. And in lane 9 from Skyline, Yungpeng Tao. Coming right through the middle of the pool, Mr. Abe Astle. Big frame on Abe, 6'5", nice and long, comes in, hits that wall. Abe goes 23.85. The rest of the crew all within a second here. Coming up in lanes, 6 and 7. That is going to be Chase Johnson and Owen Hartman from Olympus. Coming in not far behind there, Nash Hale. Abe Astle coming though, putting a stamp on this one. Has 3 body length lead as he comes into the 100-yard split, I should say. Goes 27.33 and off to breaststroke. 51.18 opening salvo for Abe Astle on that 100-yard freestyle. Coming up next is going to be Owen Hartman. Hartman Coming in lane number 7. Hartman, a good breaststroker, under minute breaststroker, so he will put some space on the crowd here, but we'll try to keep everyone in the frame as Abe Astle comes in and hits that wall. Astle goes a 31.98 on the breaststroke split, 123.16. Off to freestyle. It's going to be Abe Astle and everyone else. Owen Hartman comes in second position with a nice body length lead, but watch out on this outside. He's got a pair of Titans. Isaac Wardle and Lycan Swenson trying to come from him. Abe Astle gonna go 150.40 with a 2.3 second drop for Abe. Coming in next is going to be Owen Hartman, goes 158.11. Owen drops 2 seconds. In third position, it's going to be Johnson from Skyline, goes 152.59.29. And Isaac Wardle goes 159, getting under 2 minutes for Isaac Wardle. Nice swim there. Coming up next, it's going to be our 50-yard freestyle. We have 11 heats of the women's 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Ciara Uhl from Hunter. In lane 2, America Carrera from Hunter. And in lane 3, Katie Murdoch from Hunter. 4, 5, and 6. Sorry, I got those lanes wrong. So all Hunter swimmers here in heat number 1. Nice swim there. Goes 33.97. Murdoch in lane 6 with a no time, so she'll like that. 33.97. In lane 5, America Carrera comes in. Entered at a 105.78 and is going to finish here under a minute. Nice swim there. It was about 57 seconds. Looked like a soft touch there. They'll get that fixed, but a nice fast time there for America Carrera in lane 5. Coming up next in heat number 2, coming up next, heat number 2, we got people falling in here. Watch out. In lane 2, McKenna Lenardi from Cyprus. In lane 3, Adna Talich from Granger. In lane 4, Haley Breeze from Hunter. In lane 5, Brinley Smith from Cyprus. Lane 6, Ella Visser from Cyprus. Lane 7, Anale Valdez from Granger. In lane number 8, from the Wolverines, Emily Jensen. They are off and ready for their shot here in this 2023 Granite School District Swim Championships. Sean Stringham here with Game On Live Studio. Thanks for joining us. Our viewership continues to grow as people are getting off work and tuning in. Thanks for joining along. Game On Live Studio is donating their time here this afternoon and evening. So you see that little QR code down there in the bottom left-hand corner. Think about maybe a little donation, $2, $5, $10, something. Maybe it's great to be able to sit at home. Maybe you're in the car taking others around and you still be able to watch the meet. Man, we love it if we could cover our production cost here. Coming in lane number 6, Visser from Cyprus with a soft touch, but she was the first to the wall. Smith that says first up there, 44.70, 44.7. Coming up next, heat number 3. In lane 1, Alexa Holt from Granger. Lane 2, Tiana Nielsen from Granger. Lane 3, Olivia Petnam from Cyprus. Lane 4, Tesla Holton from Taylorsville. Lane 5, Andrea Quintero from the Wolverines. Lane 6, Giselle Castro from Granger. Lane 7, Taryn Owen from Cyprus. Lane 8, Sadie Sandusky from Taylorsville. And in lane number 9 from Granger, Stacy Wilkins. Coming in here on this 2-length sprint, it's It's going to be in lane number 5, Andrea Quintero from Hunter making her way, and then a three-way swim coming across the middle of the pool. As you can see him coming through there. It looks like it's going to be lane number 5. Andrea Quintero goes 34.73. Nice fast swim there for her. She drops 5 seconds. Our PA announcer asking for quiet at the start. We're coming into heat number 4. In lane 1 from Cyprus, Kaya Adams. Lane 2, Isabel Madsen from Kearns. Lane 3, Jocelyn Toledo Perez from Granger. Lane 4, Kendall Woodruff from Hunter. In lane 5, Amelia Castro from Cyprus. Lane 6, Emma Bello from Taylorsville. In lane 7, Jupiter Bell from Taylorsville. In lane 8, Diana Doe from Taylorsville. And in lane 9, Aliana Pearson from Hunter. Coming through here, we've got heat number 4 of 11. Coming through, it's going to be tight here in lanes 3 and 4, waiting for the finish. Jocelyn Toledo Perez and Kendall Woodruff. It's going to be Toledo Perez goes 36.43. It's a nice 1.5 second drop for her. Woodruff in second position goes 36.68. Coming up next, heat number 5. In lane 1 from Cottonwood, Marley Cook. In lane 2 from Cyprus, Jade Margate. Lane 3 from Cottonwood, Isabella Haga. Lane 4 from Cyprus, Oakley Stevenson. In lane 5 from Hunter, Lily Cruz. In lane 6 from Hunter, Danny Cummins. In lane 7 from Cyprus, Alaya Bellis. In lane 8 from Hunter, Crystal Torres Peru. And in lane 9 from Olympus, Hannah Perry. Coming off the lane, it's going to be all Hunter here. 3 Hunter Whitecaps coming across that right as they come through the center of the tank. Watch out here in lane number 2 for Jade Margate coming through, but it's going to be in the center of the pool. Cruz goes 34.13. Cummings goes 34.42. Nice fast race there for Hunter in heat number 5. Coming up next, heat number 6 of 11. Of event number 7, the women's 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Brittany Mendez from Cyprus, Destiny Sunquist from Olympus in 2, Savannah Buchanan in 3 from Taylorsville, Rachel Troth from Taylorsville in 4, Michelle Ellis from Cyprus in 5, Bree Petty from Olympus in 6, Kirsten Schraub from Cottonwood in 7, Morgan Bergstrom from Cyprus in 8, Lacey Shizek from Cottonwood in 9. Coming off even start here as we advance through all 11 heats. These are going to continue to get closer and faster. Watch out for lane number 1. Brittany Mendez here coming from the outside. Watch out for lane 8. It's going to be 8. Bergstrom from Cyprus goes 32.85. Brittany Mendez from Cyprus in second position goes 33.57. Coming up next, heat number 7. Of 11 here in the women's 200 or 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1 from Olympus, Annika Jepson. Lane 2 from Hunter, Shauna Martinez. Lane 3 from Taylorsville, Rachel Perks. Lane 4 from Cyprus, Brianna Smith. Lane 5 from Cyprus, Madison Zackerson. In lane 6 from Cyprus, Savannah Meyer. Lane 7 from Olympus, Abby Carter. Lane 8 from Cottonwood, Sarah Sandusky. Lane number 9 from Olympus, Macy Gale. In the middle of the pool, coming through here, crossing through in lane number 5, Madison Zackerson from Cyprus. Looks like she's going to swim away with this one. She comes in at a time of 30.26, a 2-second drop there for Zackerson. In second position, Carter from Olympus goes 31.82. Heat number 8 coming up in lane 1 from Olympus, Katie Lewis. Lane 2, Julia Schwanko from Skyline. Lane 3, Megan Stringham from Olympus. Lane 4, Sophie Johnson from Olympus. Lane 5, Midori Mohan from Skyline. Lane 6, Amy Wardle from Skyline. Lane 7, Grace Taylor from Skyline in 8. Salma Cortez from Olympus and Pierre Peterson from Skyline in 9. No start for Wardle in lane 6, and they are off here and ready to go. Watch out for lane number 1. Katie Lewis coming in here from Olympus. A nice tight Olympus crew coming over in lanes 3 and 4. Megan Stringham, Sophie Johnson looking to follow through on that kick. Watch for Skyline in lane number 5. That's Midori Morahan coming in, getting under, these athletes trying to get under that 30-second mark. In first position in lane 1, Lewis from Olympus goes 29.78. Great swim. In second position, Johnson, 30 seconds flat for those top 2 in heat number 8. Coming up, 3 more heats of the women's 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Cyprus, Zoe Layton. In lane 2 from Colts, Ellie Lasco. In lane 3 from Skyline, Brianna Young. Lane 4 from the Wolverines, Ruby Gunderson. Lane 5 from Olympus, Ruby Pope. Lane 6, Kaya Merrill from Skyline. Lane 7, Hannah Hogan from Kearns. Lane 8, McKenna Brooks from Colts. And in lane 9, Addison Randall from Skyline. Fast and Furious coming through right down the middle of the pool. In lane number 5, Ruby Pope looking to hang on. Pope goes 28.44 to win heat number 9 of the women's 250-yard freestyle. Coming up next, heat number 10 from Granger in lane 1, Grace Winder. In lane 2, Caitlin Tang from Skyline. Lane 3, Geneva Green from Kearns. In lane 4, Constant Tomlinson from Skyline. Lane 5, Lauren Vivick from Skyline. In lane 6, Olivia Turney from Skyline. In lane 7, Annika Simonson from Olympus. Lane 8, Katarina Rokucheva from Skyline. And in lane 9, Daniela Oliveira from Taylorsville. Coming through, watch through there in lane number 6, Olivia Turney, putting on the jets here and going to run away here with heat number 10. Turney goes 26.34. Watch that one. She's going to be up in the top finishers here based on the entry times. And our final heat now, heat number 11 from Skyline, Gemma Dozenblatt in 1, Hannah Flake from Skyline in 2, Audrey Threshold from Skyline in 3, Sydney McElway from Olympus in 4, Kearns, Irene Nash in 5, Nadia Alonso from Olympus or Colts in 6, Isabel Williams from Skyline in 7, Evan McPhee from Skyline in 8, and Gracie Pilcher from Ranger in lane number 9. Coming in, breaking out in lane number 6. That's Nadia Alonso from Cottonwood. She's having a great swim. Comes in, gonna be Alonso, goes 25.15. A great swim there for Natty. Almost a full second drop on that. In second position, Kearns, Nash finishes 25.52. And Threadgold from Skyline goes 26.14 to round out your top 3 finishers for heat number 11 of the women's 50-yard freestyle. Woo, taking a drink. All right, coming up next, the men's 50-yard freestyle. We have 13 heats of the men. Starting here with heat number 1. In lane number 4 is going to be Ian Hernandez. And in lane number 6, Hayden Whitmer. Both from Hunter. Swimming for the Wolverines, coming through. And that is going to be a nice finish by Hernandez. Goes 38.23. Both these swimmers swimming with a no time, so getting a best time here today in the men's 50-yard freestyle. Coming up next, heat number 2. In lane 1, Forrest Annis from Skyline. Lane 2, Jordan Leishman from Olympus. Lane 3, Colin Flockhart from Kearns. Lane 4, Caleb Svedden from Taylorsville. Lane 5, Micah Harper from Taylorsville. Lane 6, Abduli Efton from Kearns. Lane 7, Donnie Lowe from Skyline. Lane 8, Jared Kettle from Skyline. Lane 9, Kenneth Miller from Skyline. Some no times in here, so we're going to have some couple athletes swimming away from looks like some of our younger athletes in the middle of our pool here. Coming in, it's going to be Skyline in lane number 7, Donnie Lowe. Watch out for lane number 1, Forrest Annis. It's going to be Forrest. He's going to go 26.33, get a 50-yard free time. and bring us next into heat number 3. In lane 1 from Hunter, Sam Breeze. In lane 2, Oscar Gundermanson from Granger. In lane 3, Kylie Woodenberg from Kearns. Lane 4 will bring Ethan McDonald from the Wolverines. Lane 5, Colton Redden from Cypress. Lane 6, Miles Harrison from Taylorsville. Lane 7, Callaway Kluge from the Wolverines. Lane 8, Gavin Udmans from Skyline. And in lane number 9, Robin Saxton from Hunter. And heat number 3 is off and away. Jumping out of the water quick in lane number 7 is going to be Callaway Kluge. Nice start there. The crowd chasing him down here. He's got about a body length, maybe 3/4 of a body length lead as he comes through and heads back the other direction. This one's going to be all lane 7. Callaway Kluge from Hunter going to swim away with this one. Coming up, teammate Ethan McDonald will round out the top 2. Kluge goes 32.68. Coming up next, heat number 4 in lane 1, Benny Bonilla. Lane 2, Dev Garrison Mendoza from Granger. Lane 3, Dong Ho from Hunter. Lane 4, Spencer Wall from Taylorsville. Lane 5, Mason Rose from Kearns. Lane 6, Alexander Buchanan from Taylorsville. Lane 7, Tristan Kinrose from Taylorsville. Lane 8, Damian Guerrero from Kearns. And in lane number 9, John Wynn from Hunter. Over first in lane number 6 is Alexander Buchanan from Taylorsville. Buchanan coming in, being chased here in lane number 3, Dong Ho. Coming through, and that will be Buchanan. No, excuse me. Wall in lane 4 from Taylorsville goes 34.23. Garrison goes 34.67. Coming up next, it's going to be heat number 5. In lane 1, Gavin Oakleberry from Kearns. In lane 2, Peter Stringer from Olympus. Lane 3, Hiram Patterson from Taylorsville. Lane 4, Braxton Nyman from Taylorsville. Lane 5, William Pong from Granger. Lane 6, Samson Hush from Granger. Lane 7, Taylorsville, Coulter Watts. Lane 8, Micah Hicks from Taylorsville. And in lane 9, Robert Riley from the Wolverines. And they're off here in heat number 5. Good start. Fair start across the way. Looking good in lane number 6. That's Samson Hughes from Granger. Coming off the wall here. Going to be a nice run, 2, 3, 4. Stringham coming up in lane 2, trying to get in the business. But it's going to be lane number 6. Hewish goes 31.39. Uring goes 32.73. And a good swim all the way around by all our athletes here in heat number 5. Coming up next, heat number 6, Andrew Maselli from Taylorsville. Lane 2, Hayden Twitchell from Granger. Lane 3, Arturo Zarat from Wolverines. Lane 4, Ricardo Lunas Olivas from Skyline. Lane 5, Austin Durfree from Kearns. Lane 6, Rodrigo Morales from Granger. Lane 7, Peyton Norton from Kearns. Lane 8, Jason Dick from Kearns. And in lane 9, Charlie Piper from Skyline. Coming through, it's anyone's race here in heat number 6. Gonna be Luna Alvarez goes 30.19 in lane number 4. Coming up next, heat number 7 in lane 1. Andrew Swenson from Skyline. Aiden Kays from Taylorsville. Number 3, Gavin Hawes from Olympus. Lane 4, Nathan Benyon from Skyline. Lane 5, Ethan Santos from Skyline. Lane 6, Brighton Barrett from Cypress. Lane 7, Kai Farden from Olympus. Lane 8, Cole Bishop from Skyline, and lane 9, Charlie Groberg from Skyline. Coming in, and the finish in lane 4, Benyon from Skyline goes 28.94. Great work there from Nathan Benyon. Sorry, I took a brief moment to be a dad as my own swimmer walked by. I gave him some bones. Sorry, I was a little slow on that call. Lane number 8, Dimitri Valaskopoulos from the Cottonwood in lane 1. Asher Barlow from Olympus in 2. Ruben Wilson from Skyline on 3. Edgar Zamora from Kearns in 4. Lane 5, Caleb Braithwaite from Kearns in 5. Nick Galvez from the Wolverines in 6. Lane 7, Olympus, Evan Balderas. Lane 8, Colts, Eli Stetler. And in lane 9, Olympus Nash, Healy. Alexis Barton in the chat. The Goals OG giving a shout out to Olympus. Fantastic swim here is going to be lane 1 from Cottonwood, Dimitri Valaskopoulos from Cottonwood goes 27.62. Coming up next in heat number 9 in lane 1 from Skyline, Jonas Wood. Lane 2, Sung Wee Poon from Skyline. Lane 3, Rylan Graham from Kearns. Lane 4, Ryan Horn from Kearns. Lane 5, Aaron Cook from Hunter. Lane 6, Beckham Waltham from Olympus. Lane 7, Dakota Kessler from Cypress. Lane 8, Kaylin Boosie from Taylorsville. Lane 9, Elijah Martz from Kearns. Coming through here in lane number 6, Beckham Waltham from Olympus. Comes in looking with a half a body length lead. Beckham goes 25.71. In second position, Cook goes 26.88 from from Hunter. My fall on that one. Coming up next, heat number 10. In lane 1, Coleman Evans from Olympus. 2, Porter Lockhart from Kearns. Lane 3, Stephen Meekham from Skyline. Alexander Rampton from Skyline. Lane 5, Gavin Johnson from Kearns. Lane 6, Matthew Bruins from Cottonwood. Lane 7, Ethan Johnson from Kearns. Lane 8, Derek Ramirez from Hunter. And in lane 9, Tristan Wynn from Taylorsville. Coming in here, lane number 3, Stephen Meekham comes through and goes 24.31. Nice job. Stephen Meekham, standout goalie for the Skyline Water Polo team. Throws down a great swim. Coming up next is going to be heat number 11. Lane 1, speaking of goalie, Olympus's goalie, Max Tyler. Jackson Dance in 2. Travis Naisbitt from Taylorsville in 3. Hayes Courtney from Olympus in 4. Jackson Pendleton from Colts in 5. Aiden Taylor from Kearns in 6. Nevin Machado from Skyline in 7. Tavian Pearson from Kearns in 8. Bryson Wardle from Kearns in 9. Anybody's race coming across the way here. We're going to have the scoreboard to tell the tale, and it's going to be Pendleton from Cottonwood goes 24.71. In lane number 2 from Skyline goes 24.84. Coming up next, our last 2 heats. In lane 1, Richard Heckman from Skyline in 1. Collier Brace from Skyline in 2. Miles Hennessy from Skyline in 3. Carson Medker in Skyline in 4. Thomas Aki from Olympus in 5. Alexander Stewart from Skyline in 6. Alex Sanchez from Skyline in 7. Cypress Connor Campbell in 8. And Dylan Shaw from Skyline in 9. Watch out there in the middle of the pool, though. Thomas Aki taking on his rivals. Comes through here and is going to lay it down. Aki goes 23.06. A nice 7/10 of the second drop. Coming up, our heat number 13, Finn Borwaller from Skyline in 1. Skyline's Ben Goach in 2. Skyline Sam Brooks in 3. Jaden Courtney from Olympus in 4. Benjamin Hatchard from Olympus in 5. Kevin 2 from Olympus in 6. Lincoln Hatch from Kearns in 7. Jonathan Burkholder from the Wolverines in 8. And Kay Johnson from Cypress. Off the wall, under the wave, coming up in the middle of the pool. That's going to be lane number 6, Kevin 2. Coming in, and 2 will go 21.67. Hatchard from Olympus goes 21.89. In third position, Brinkholder from Hunter goes 22.4. And Jaden Courtney goes 22.79 to round out your top 4 of your men's 50-yard freestyle. Woo! We made it. All right. We're going to listen. I'm pretty sure we're going to take a 10 to 15 minute break here as we've reached the first half of our meet. Coming up next is going to be event number 9, the women's 100-yard butterfly. 10-minute break. 10-minute break. So it's 4:06. So when you come back at 4:16, thanks for joining in here. Again, we've had a great showing here on the stream. Stands are full here at the Kearns Oak Park Fitness Center. Again, big shout out to the staff here at Kearns for taking care of this meet. We were scheduled to be at Skyline with some facility conflicts there. So on last minute, as of Friday, we were able to move the competition out here to Kearns. My name's Sean Strickland with Game On Live Studio. We're volunteering our time, donating our time here for the event this afternoon. If you're loving what you're seeing, you have a little QR code in the bottom left-hand corner. And in the YouTube description, there's a link also on our website at goals.co, GOLS.co. You can click that link and give us a little donation. Maybe help us cover some of the production costs coming out here, giving some awesome coverage. Check it out. We'll be back at 4:16 for the start of the meet. Sean Stringham, we'll be back in 10. All right, here we go. We're back at it here. Event number 9, the women's 100-yard butterfly coming your way. Three heats of the 100 women's butterfly, 100-yard women's butterfly. In lane 4, Morgan Bergstrom from Cyprus. Lane 4, Olivia Hawkins from Cyprus. And in lane 6, Brindley Smith from Cyprus. Three heats of the women's 100-yard butterfly. Looks like we're going to have lanes 4 and 6 on the start. So that's Morgan Bergstrom and Brindley Smith for 4 lengths of the pool butterfly. Coming out to a quick lead here in lane number 4 is Morgan Bergstrom. Nice turn there. It was 39.77 on her opening 50. Smith on her way in here to finish her first 50. Bergstrom coming in here, wrapping up her 4 lengths of butterfly. Will come in at a time of 1:33.43. Still out in the water, coming in here, Brindley Smith. Smith coming in here with a good time. She's going to put a PR on the board by 11 seconds. Goes 2:03.38. Nice swim there by both those ladies. In heat number 2, lane 2, Sarah Sandusky from Cottonwood. Lane 3, Angela Martz from Kearns. Lane 4, Isabella Figueroa from Kearns. Lane 6, Addie James from Olympus. In lane 7, Annika Simonson from Olympus. In lane 7, Yurtsi Linares Vera from Granger. And in lane 8, Daniela Oliveira from Taylorsville. In the wall there in lanes 5 and 6, Adelaide James and Annika Simonson, both from Olympus. Addie James with a half a body length lead coming in here to the 50 intermediate split. James is going to go 32.57. Simonson's going to go 33.33. So that's Simonson there with the lead in lane 5. My bad on that. Apologies. But James in lane 5 now, throwing down some effort here. Addie James going to be coming in underneath the flags in lane number 5. James will go 1:09.22. Nice work there for Addie with a 2-second drop. A little bit more in second position. It's going to go Simonson goes 1:16.16. Simonson with a little ad, and in lane 3, in lane number 7, finishing third person, Yurtsi Linares Vera from Granger goes 1:16.48. Coming up next will be heat number 3 of the women's 100-yard butterfly. In lane 1, Susanna Hale from Skyline. In lane 2, Kiara Jameson from Skyline. Lane 3, Melissa Young from Kearns. In lane 4, Lauren Greenwell from Olympus. Lane 5, Jade Garstein from Skyline. Lane 6, Odessa Talbot from Cottonwood. Lane 7, Rachel Pan from Skyline. Lane 8, Tiffany Palmer from Cypress. And in lane number 9, Desiree Kitt from Olympus. Nice turnover there. In lane number 5, first to the wall, that's going to be Jade Garstein. Garstein explodes coming through that center, coming on either side. A battle for second here will be Melissa Young for Kearns and, Lauren Greenwell from Olympus and Odessa Talbot from Cottonwood. Jade Garstein up and at him, though, in the second position with just a shoulder length lead is going to be Lauren Greenwell. Jade Garstein off the wall here, cruising in to what appears to be a win. Greenwell and Cottonwood Colts. Odessa Talbot looking to round out the top 3. Who's going to dive for it? It looks like it's going to be Talbot. She's going to go 59.93. Greenwell goes 1:00.62. And let's give Jade Garstein credit where credit's due. Goes 55.70 to round up our top 3 of our podium here in the women's 100-yard freestyle in our 2023 Granite School District Swimming Championships. Coming up next is going to be heat number 10, or event number 10. We have 3 heats of the men's 100-yard butterfly. In lane 3, Will Bagley. Lane 4, Edgar Zamora. Lane 5, Caleb Braithwaite. Lane 6, Coleman Evans. Lane 7, Mason Rose. And in lane 8, Josh Flores. Coleman Evans looking like he was first to the wall, first to break the surface of the water, going stroke for stroke next to Caleb Braithwaite from Kearns. Caleb Braithwaite makes some space time up here as he comes in here in lane number 5. Braithwaite will go 30.5. Coleman Evans goes 31.15. In third position in lane number 4 is Zambora. Braithwaite and Evans still dueling. See if Evans can come up, find the guts. Great turn there by Coleman Evans to give himself a little bit closer. But it looks like Caleb Braithwaite's going to have the strength to pull away here. Comes in. Braithwaite will win heat number 1 with a time of 1:06.14. Evans comes in second, 1:06.85. And third position is going to go to lane number 4, Zambora from Kearns. Braithwaite with a nice 1-second drop. Evans with a 2-second drop. So good swim for both those athletes for heat number 1. In heat number 2, it's going to be Alexander Rampton for Skyline in lane 1. Connor Peterson in 2 from Taylorsville. Lane 3, Logan Huerta from Cypress. Lane 4, Mason Duran from Kearns. Lane 5, Max Westman from Kearns. Lane 6, Ian Flockhart from Kearns. Lane 7, Parker Markham from Taylorsville. Lane 8, Nevin McNald from Skyline. And in lane number 9, Dylan Shaw from Skyline. Coming in on that outside, it's going to be lane 9, Dylan Shaw coming in, trying to grit it out here from that outside lane, showing that he wants to be in that first heat. Shaw's going to come in here, 26.66 for the opening split. In second position in lane number 7 is going to be Parker Markham from Taylorsville. He's coming up next, fighting off a crew behind him from Kearns. But Dylan Shaw has a body length, maybe 1.5, maybe 2. Shaw gutting it out here in the 100-yard butterfly. He's going to have a nice improvement on this time. Might be under a minute. He is 58.64, blows it away. Opening time of 1:05. That'll do well for Mr. Dylan Shaw. In second position will be Weissman from Kearns, goes 1:00.37. In our final heat, heat number 3 of the men's 100-yard butterfly, lane 1, Caleb Wright from Granger. Lane 2, Preston Tang from Skyline. Bodie Anders from Conwood in 3. Sebastian Rona from Olympus in 4. Benjamin Hatchard from Olympus in 5. Will De La Garza from Olympus in 6. Chase Johnson from Skyline in 7. Connor Swenson from Olympus in 8. And Thomas Aki from Olympus in 9. Let's see what the Titans can do here. Comes through in lane number 6, De La Garza with the opening split of 23.66. Teammates just right behind him. Couple of seconds behind, but right now it's top 3, maybe 4. Our Titans coming in, chasing in from Skyline is Chase Johnson there in 7. Coming off the wall is going to be Will De La Garza in lane number 6. Trying to close that gap in 5 is Benjamin Hatchard, but it's going to be De La Garza. He goes 50.51. Hatchard goes 50.79. In third position, Rona from Olympus goes 51.77. Fantastic swims, all best times for those athletes. Coming up next is going to be event number 11, the women's 100-yard freestyle. We have 8 heats of the women's 100-yard freestyle. In lane 4, Haley Breeze from Hunter. Lane 5, Danny Cummins from the Wolverines, also Hunter. And lane 6, Crystal Torres Peru from Hunter in 6. Nice swim there and a look in the middle of the pool at Cummins and Torres Peru. Big finish there in lane number 5. Danny Cummins coming for a dub, and she's going to take it here in heat number 1 of the women's 100-yard freestyle. It was 121.89. That's a nice swim. Entered as a no time. So that'll be a best here to get us started for the season. Coming up next, it's going to be heat number 2 of the women's 100-yard freestyle. In lane 2, Lacey Chesich from Cottonwood. Lane 3, Kendall Woodruff from the Wolverines. Lane 4, Tiana Nilsson from Granger. Lane 5, Olivia Petahome from Cyprus. Lane 6, Amelia Costo from Cyprus. Lane 7, Adna Talich from Granger. Lane 8, Ash Hansen Vigil from Hunter. 4 lengths of the pool freestyle here for heat number 2. Good, even, fair start here as our athletes are in the water and ready to go. First to the wall. On the outside, that's going to be Ash Hansen Vigil from Hunter, followed by teammate here in lane number 3, Kendall Woodruff from the Wolverines. The wall with an opening split, 37.35 for Hansen Vigil. Hansen Vigil coming in here for heat number 2 of the women's 100-yard freestyle. She's going to go 118.66. Entered it as a no time, so that'll be a good start for her season. In lanes 2 and 3, Lacey Chesich and Kendall Woodruff round off the top 3. And we will be rolling on to heat number 3. In lane 1, Taryn Owen from Cyprus. Lane 2, Diana Doe from Taylorsville. Lane 3, Tesla Holton from Taylorsville. Lane 4, Isabel Matson from Kearns. Lane 5, Jupiter Bell from Taylorsville. Lane 6, Destiny Sunquist from Olympus. Lane 7, Josephine Toledo Perez from Granger. Lane 8, Isabel Haga from Cottonwood. And in lane 9, Giselle Castro from Granger. Swimmers are off and into the water. Quick start in lane number 2 by Diana Doe from Taylorsville. Nice look at our athletes moving across the pool. Looks like it's going to be Doe first to the wall here on this first 50. Toledo Perez shows as the we'll see how they finish here. Some soft touches there coming in on those pads. Right at the moment, leader in the water is going to be lane number 7, Jocelyn Toledo Perez. Nice swim there for lane 7. Toledo Perez goes 1:23.51. Nice swim there. In second position, Matson goes 1:26.5 from Kearns. Coming up next, heat number 4. Kaya Adams from Cyprus in lane 1. Hannah Perry from Olympus in 2. Shauna Martinez from Hunter in 3. Rachel Perks from Taylorsville in 4. Savannah Buchanan from Taylorsville in 5. Emma Bello from Taylorsville in 6. Oakley Stevenson from Cyprus in 7. Marley Cook from Cottonwood in 8. And Jade Margaret from Cyprus in 9. Good look as they come in to that first turn, and it's going to be lane number 3. Shwana Martinez from Hunter making that turn, looking to head back the other direction. She's got a nice body length lead there. She comes into the first 50 of her 250 journey. Comes in, will take the turn. Martinez will go 36.43, followed by lane 9 on the outside from Cyprus, 37.43. Margaret. And then a battle for third coming through the middle there. See if she can hang on here in lane number 3. Shauna Martinez from the Wolverines being chased down here. Has about a half a second lead in over lane number 5, and that's Savannah Buchanan from Taylorsville. She's coming on hot and heavy here. Coming up for the pass, looking to hold on. Shauna Martinez from the Wolverines comes in, and it's going to be Martinez does hang on, goes 119.94. Nice 2-second drop there for Martinez. Will take us to heat number 5. Kirsten Schwab from Cottonwood in lane 1. Macy Gale from Olympus in 2. Aubrielle Cook from Taylorsville in 3. Haley Brooks from Cyprus in 4. Sophia Alba from Granger in 5. Madison Zackerson from Cyprus in 6. Brecken Frank from Olympus in 7. Abby Carter from Olympus in 8. Annika Jepson from Olympus in 9. Coming off that first turn is going to be right in the middle of the pool. Lane number 6, Madison Zackerson from Cyprus. Zackerson in 6, coming off the wall. Swimming right while everyone's still swimming left. That's a good sign. Being chased out there in lane number 8 by Abby Carter from Olympus, coming on strong here. But lane number 5 is going to belong to Zackerson from Cyprus. Goes 107.16. Nice 4-second drop there. She'll be happy with that. In lane 8, Carter goes 111.6. A 5-second drop there for Abby. Nice job, Abby. Coming up next, heat number 6 of 8 of our 100-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Pearl Rodriguez from Cyprus. Lane 2, Pierre Peterson from Skyline. Lane 3, Rebecca Daly from Skyline. Lane 4, Salma Cortez from Olympus. Lane 5, Addison Randall from Skyline. Lane 6, Isabel Michelli from Taylorsville. Lane 7 will be empty. Lane number 8, Sophie Johnson from Olympus. And lane 9, Alyssa Hansen from Taylorsville. Nice swim coming through here. Going to be Battle of Titans. Lane 4 and 8 look like they're coming in there. That's Salma Cortez and Sophie Johnson. Looks like it's going to be Johnson coming in there first, getting to the wall. In lane number 4, Cortez, though, coming in strong in the third. 25 coming in. Lane number 4, Salma Cortez from Olympus puts a body length lead on everyone, but it's going to be a chase and a duel here for lane 2. Hang on tight. Watch the clock because Cortez will go 105.5. Second position in lane 8, Johnson from Olympus goes 106.87. Coming up next, heat number 7 in lane 1. The Colts, McKenna Brooks. Lane 2, Kearns, Hannah Hogan. Lane 3, Kaya Merrill from Skyline. Lane 4, Clara Jorgensen from Olympus. Lane 5, Genevieve Green from Kearns. Lane 6, Gracie Pilcher from Cypress. Lane 7, Constance Tomlinson from Skyline. Lane 8, Marion Johnson from Olympus. Lane 9, Zoe Layton from Cypress. Our second to last heat here in the women's 100-yard freestyle. So let's expect some fast swimming from these ladies. Coming across through the middle of the pool there is going to be Kearns. Genevieve Green with a head-length lead. She's going to come in. We'll open up with a 29.65 split. The only one under 30 seconds in this second heat. Green goes out, extends that lead to half a body length. Being chased, it looks like, by Skyline there in lane at number 7, Constance Tomlinson. And don't count out lane at number 4, Clara Jorgensen from Olympus coming in. Jorgensen looking like they passed my vantage point, being in second position, but it'll be Kearns. Green goes 1:00.90. Jorgensen in second goes 1:02.66. And in third position, Tomlinson from Skyline goes 1:02.99. Coming up, our our final heat of the women's 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Susanna Hale. Lane 2, Hannah Flake. Lane 3, Isabel Williams. Lane 4, Sophie Rona. Lane 5, Taylor Wooten. Lane 6, Shayla Zulchik from Skyline. Lane 7, Greta Doretto from Olympus. Lane 8, Audrey Threadgrove from Skyline. And lane 9, Sydney McElwee from Olympus. Top three, lanes 1, 2, and 3 all from Skyline. I think I missed that. Hooten here in lane 5. The gal to watch here. Hooten will come in, and will be in second position. So Zulchik from Skyline, but Zulchik and Hooten dueling right down the middle of the pool. Comes through. Hooten will make that up, touch the wall first on that third 25. Coming back for home, Taylor Hooten from Olympus and Shayla Zulchik from Skyline. Hooten puts a little bit of space, but Zulchik's coming in strong here. It's going to be Hooten goes 54.03. Zulchik's a little bit too little too late, goes 54.2. Great swim there. Closing split by Hooten, 27.87. Great work there to Taylor and the Titans. Coming up next, event number 12, the men's 100-yard freestyle. 10 heats of men's 100-yard freestyle. In lane number 4, Ian Hernandez from Hunter. In lane 2, David Nunez from Hunter. And in lane 6 from Granger, Oscar Gunmanson. Only one in the water making the dive is lane 4, Ian Hernandez for Hunter. He'll get the pool to himself here for a nice 100-yard cruise. Entered as a no time, so he'll get a best time as he comes through. Comes through for the opening split for the time of 41.7. He'll take his next split heading back the other direction here. Thanks for joining along here. We've had a nice little audience watching the 2023 Granite School District Swim Championship. My name's Sean Stringham with Game On Live Studio. We're excited to always be a part of this meet. We have been as long as we've been in business. We are donating our services here to the meet, so you might see that QR code down in the bottom left-hand corner. If you think it's cool, you're sitting there watching at home, maybe in the car, maybe from somewhere far away, we wouldn't mind a donation there. You could scan that code, drop it in the GoFundMe, maybe $2, $5, $10, whatever you think might help. It would help us cover our production costs and make sure that we can continue to cover high school swimming here in the state of Utah. Coming up next is going to be heat number 2, the men's 100-yard freestyle. Shout out there to lane number 4, Ian Hernandez, for making that swim. In lane 2, Jordan Leishman from Olympus. Lane 3, Soren Alonso from Cottonwood. Lane 4, Colton Redden from from Cypress. Lane 5, Callaway Kluge for Hunter. Lane 6, Rushton Erickson from Taylorsville. Lane 7, Liam Talbot from Hunter. And in lane 8, Abdullahi Eftin from Kearns. Punching it out here in lane number 7 is Liam Talbot, entered as a no time. So he will have half a body length or half a pool lead going into that 50. Heading back the other direction. Coming in lane number 7, Liam Talbot from the Wolverines will go time of 57.7. So that'll get him up a few heats there. Coming up next in lane number 5, it's going to be Callaway Cluj. Callaway goes a time of 1:22.48. Coming up next is going to be heat number 3, the men's 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1 from Taylorsville, Caleb Svedden. Lane 2, Micah Harper from Taylorsville. Lane 3, Miles Harrison from Taylorsville. Lane 4, Damian Guerrero from Kearns. Lane 5, Dong Ho from Hunter. Lane 6, Ethan McDonald from Hunter. Lane 7, Mendoza Garrison from Granger. Lane 8, William Hong from Granger. And in lane 9, Robin Saxton from Hunter. Lane number 7, Garrison Mendoza from Granger making the turn. Goes 35.83 on his opening split. Going stroke for stroke on the outside there in lane 8 with Huang. Also from Granger. The teammate battle there. Followed in third position by Hunter. Big breath coming off the wall there in lane number 8. William Huang wanting to beat teammate Garrison Mendoza coming through. They're coming in stroke for stroke out there in lanes 8 and 9. Or 7 and 8, excuse me. And it's going to be Huang goes 1:16.49. Garrison goes 1:17.22 to wrap up heat number 3 of the men's 100-yard freestyle. Coming up next is going to be heat number 4. Tristan Quiros from Taylorsville in 1. Robert Riley from Hunter in 2. Arturo Zaret from Hunter in 3. Carson Taylor from Cypress in 4. Rodrigo Morales from Granger in 5. Collier Watts from Taylorsville in 6. Hiram Patterson from Taylorsville in 7. Micah Hicks from Taylorsville in 8. And Jason Dick from Kearns in 9. Even turns there in lanes 9, 5, and 4. Staying even here in this second length, 2:04 in this 100-yard freestyle. We'll see who gets to the wall first in that 50 free. Going to be Morales in lane 5. Making some space there in lane at number 4 is going to be Carson Taylor from Cypress. Looks like he's going to swim away from his crowd there. Finish strong, and Taylor will go 1:12 flat And lane 9, Dick goes 114.27 in heat number 4 of the men's 100-yard freestyle. On to 5. We'll go halfway at the 5 of 10 heats of the men's 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Andrew Maselli from Taylorsville, Benson Shaw from Cypress in 2, Charlie Piper from Skyline in 3, Gavin Hawes from Olympus in 4, Caden Bancott from Cypress in 5, Paul Bishop from Skyline in 6, Elijah Martell from Kearns in 7, Ty Farden from Olympus in 8, and Braxton Nyman from Taylorsville in 9. Kearns and Cypress in a duel here. It's going to be in lane number 7. Elijah Martz comes onto that turn. It goes off to his second 50. In 2, Benson Shaw from Cypress, still putting some pressure on here. Comes down to the touch here for our top 2. Lanes 2, Benson Shaw will go second. First position will go to Martz. And for Kearns, goes 102.14. Benson goes 102.5. 1-4 and 5-3 there for those two. Great work. Coming up next, heat number 6 in lane 1. Peter Stringer from Olympus. Lane 2, Nathan Benyon from Skyline. In lane 3, Sean Wright from Granger. Lane 4, Caden Brooks from Cottonwood. Lane 5, Eli Stetler from Cottonwood. Lane 6, Joshua Johnson from Taylorsville. Lane 7, Beckham Walton from Olympus. Lane 8, from Skyline, Jared Kettle. Lane 9, Dimitri Valaskopoulos from Cottonwood. Coming through on the turn in lane number 7 is going to be Beckham Walton. Beckham with the big turn, making pressure here. Comes off that 50 in lane number 7. Whiting goes 27.71. Big turn as they come through lanes 6 and 4, putting a challenge. Look like it's going to be Cottonwood. Caden Brooks challenging for that second position, but it's going to be in lane 1 from Olympus. That is Beckham Walton. And in second position will be Brooks from Cottonwood going 00.53. Coming up next is going to be heat number 7. In lane 1, Kalen Busey from Taylorsville. Lane 2, Dakota Kessler from Cypress. Lane 3, Aaron Cook from Hunter. Lane 4, Peter Lowe from Olympus. Lane 5, Evan Balderas from Olympus. Lane 6, Asher Barlow from Olympus. Lane 7, Nash Healy from Olympus. Lane 8, Matthew Adams from Taylorsville. And in lane 9, Caleb Allen from Taylorsville. Cook goes 28.62 on the opening 50 here in lane number 3. Cook in lane 3 finishes his third turn and is back home, but he's got challengers on that outside. Caleb Allen comes in, and Allen will take it from lane 9. Goes 101.11. Second position will be Cook in lane 3. Goes 101.17. And that'll bring us to heat number 8 of 10. In lane 1, Sunhui Kwan from Skyline. Lane 2, Matthew Burns from Cottonwood. Lane 3, Rylan Graham from Kearns. Lane 4, Blake Bates from Olympus. Lane 5, Richard Heckman from Skyline. Lane 6, Donnie Lowe from Skyline. Lane 7, Ethan Johnson from Kearns. Lane 8, Ryan Horn from Kearns. And in lane 9, Odom Barros from Kearns. Up and Adam out and early here in lane number 5. Richard Heckman looking to put a stamp on this one. Goes out on that first 50. Goes a time of 26.21 on the split. Being chased in lane number 7 by Johnson from Kearns, going 27.81. Race for third all the way across the pool, but Heckman has the length and the strength here to finish it off here in heat number 8, it looks like. A body length, maybe 3/4 of body length going to Ethan Johnson in 7. Heckman will cruise to a dub there in heat number 8. Goes 54.8. A 4-second drop for Richard Heckman. Nice work there. In second position will be Johnson, goes 57.61. Heat number 9, two final heats here in the men's 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Taylorsville, Travis Naisbitt. Lane 2, Cypress, Connor Campbell. Lane 3, Kearns, Tabby and Pearson. Lane 4, Connor Peterson from Taylorsville. Lane 4, Alex Sanchez from Skyline. Lane 6, Joseph Snowcroft from Skyline. Lane 7, AJ Childress from Cottonwood. Lane 8, Bryson Wardle from Kearns. And in lane 9, Gavin Johnson from Kearns. Coming across, watch on the outside as Johnson coming up. But here, nice finish into this first 50 in lane number 4. Connor Peterson from Taylorsville will take the turn. Peterson goes 25.61 for the opener. Creates a body length lead as he finishes here through this third 25. Good swim here in lane number 4. It's going to be Alex Sanchez from Skyline. Lane number 4, Peterson from heat number 9. Puts it away. Connor Peterson from Taylorsville. Coming up next, heat number 10. In lane 1, our final and fastest heat, King Barrows from Kearns. Alexander Stewart from Skyline. Pi Jones from Olympus. Kearns, Lincoln Hatch in lane 4. Lane 5, Benjamin Goetz from Skyline. Lane 6, Jonathan Burkholder from Hunter. Lane 7, Jaden Courtney from Olympus. Lane 8, Kay Johnson from Cypress. And in lane 9, Luke Rudnauer from Kearns. And they are off, throwing in the middle of the pool there. Lane number 5, Benjamin Goetz from Skyline. But it's straight across the pool. In lanes 5, 6, and 7, Benjamin Goetz, Jonathan Burkholder, Jaden Courtney making the turn. 23.77. Courtney in second, Goetz in first with the 23.66 opening split. Here comes Skyline. Benjamin Goetz with the turn. Comes off the turn. Courtney in second position, challenging here, trying to hold on from the Hunter. Jonathan Burkholder. It's going to be Goetz goes 49.63. In second position, Courtney goes 50.32. And in third position, Burkholder goes 50.6. Some fast times there in the 100-yard freestyle. Great swim from all of our athletes. Coming up next, it's going to be our women's 500-yard freestyle. Looks like we have 2 heats of women, 2 heats of men. First heat looks like it's going to run us about just over 7 minutes. Our second heat looks like it's going to be right around 6:30. If you're timing at home of where you need to be, 5:01 here local time in Salt Lake City. In heat number 1, Grace Farshaw from Taylorsville, lane 3, Grace Farshaw from Taylorsville. Lane 4, Ruby Gunderson from Hunter. Lane 5, Izzy Jones from Olympus. Lane 6, Hallie Plottis from Kearns. Lane 7, Raven Rufner from Granger. And in lane 8, Mary Cosman from Kearns. "20 lengths of the pool. High school distance event, the longest event. Looks like Izzy Jones is going to make the first turn here. Splits 33.47. Pacing it early. Challenging Plottis from Kearns and Rofner from Granger. in lanes 6 and 7. In lane number 5, thank you, Izzy Jones splits 36.89. Comment in the chat about where's the scoreboard. It's the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Thanks for joining along here. You can see we've got pretty high capacity. We're at capacity here at Kearns, so we want to thanks for having you tune in. Now's a great time while we're here in this distance event to mention that my name's Sean Stringham with Game On Live Studio, and Game On Live Studio donating their services here for this 2023 Granite School District Club Championships. And a freshman boy from somewhere in the world just kicked our timer camera. We're running over there to fix that right now. Sorry about that. There we go. Shout out to the lifeguard that's over there. Adjusted that for us. Izzy Jones in the water here. Has a 3 or 4 body length lead over Kearns athlete Hallie Plottis. And in third position on that outside is Raven Ruffner from Granger. Coming on to her 5th. They're coming on to their 5th 50. They'll have 10 all together. So this will be coming up into the halfway point here for Izzy. Hallie and Raven. Izzy holds 36.68 for an opening half, intermediate of 3:05. Plottis going 39.54. 42.53, the split for Raven Ruffner. Izzy Jones hits the 300 mark at 3:44.14. Jones at 350 goes 422.5. 6 lengths to go. Start to have dreams of finishing as you get to this phase. Got to plan your kick and where you want to go. Most of them will start to increase that pace in the last 100 to 75 yards and just really charge home in the 50, trying to keep it even, not blow up too early. But coming into the 400, Izzy Jones will hit length number 16 at the end of this 25. Izzy Jones will split 5:01 with 100 to go. Plottis comes in, goes 39.9 for 5:10 split at the 400. You'll start to see the pace picking up here for Izzy in the middle of your screen as she comes through there. Bell lap indicates that she's got 150 to go. Down and back. Length 18, just 2 to go, and she's given herself almost a half a pool length lead. Plottis coming in, not far behind there. Ruffner from Taylorsville. excuse me, Brauschow from Taylorsville comes through there. And here comes Izzy Jones cruising through and will win heat number 1 of the women's 500-yard freestyle. Izzy Jones goes 6:15.75. Had a seat time of 6:20.39. So that's a great effort there and a 5-second drop for the 500-yard freestyle. Congratulations. Coming in next, Plottis in lane number 6 goes 6:32.93. So that's another nice drop, 4 seconds. Coming up next will be lane number 7. Rufner will come in to round out our top 3 of heat number 1 of the women's 500-yard freestyle. Wrapping up here, our first heat. Here comes Rufner in lane 3. She'll touch at a time of 6:54.55. 5 seconds seems to be the order of the day. She has a 5-second drop. Coming in next in lane number 8. To round us out here from Kearns is Mary Cosman. She'll come in and we'll go 7:47. Great work to all of our athletes. Coming up next is going to be heat number 2 in lane 1 from Olympus. Indy Merrill in lane 2, Tita Cerrone from Kearns. Lane 3, Riley Jonart from Skyline. Lane 4, Sadie McDonald from Olympus. Lane 5, Rory Sorensen from Skyline. Lane 6, Becca Bringhart from Skyline. Lane 7, Elsa Bringhart from Skyline. Lane 8, Charlotte Booth from Cypress and Desiree Kitt from Olympus in lane number 9. So just setting the pace here early. You'll have a fast 50 here off the wall with the advantage of the dive. Coming off, it's going to be Burkhart in 6 and McDonald in 4. Burkhart splits 31.12. McDonald splits 31.60. Burkhart comes in here in lane 6. She's holding 31.79, so we're right in that 31 range. McDonald goes 32.34 in third position. Lane number 3, Joe Hart going 33.16. Bringhart from Skyline coming in lane 6. She's been holding 31s. 32.63, so a little drop off there. But good pace here. Has a body and a half on McDonald in lane number 4. Skyline coming in lane number 3. Riley Jonart. Bringhart goes 32.68, so she's now holding on those 32, about 32 mid. McDonald's 33.1, so she's dropped down to the 33 seconds, but still staying right within striking distance there. Lane 3, McDonald, Joan Hart for Skyline hanging in. $32.59 for Bringhart. Comes through with 3 lengths to go. So if McDonald's going to catch her, she's got to go now to break up that 2 to 3 length lead for Skyline athlete Sadie McDonald. Becca Bringhart. She's going to get the bell here and have nothing but jets to go here for the second 50, or her last 50, last 2 lengths. Bringhart goes 32.7, so she's going to stay right in that. McDonald 33.5, so stays within a couple hundredths of where she is. We'll get the red squares and head her home. No better feeling than swimming that 500 and see the magic double red squares comes in, but it's going to be in lane number 6, Becca Bringhart from Skyline, who will be your 2023 Granite School District Champion. She goes 5:18.42. Becca with a 1 second drop there. Sadie McDonald goes 5:23.3 with a 6 second drop for Sadie, so she'll love that. In lane 3, Jonart from Skyline goes 5:29.04, and in lane number 7, Elsa Bringhart from Skyline goes 5:33.44. Great swim there. That'll conclude event number 13 and will send us into event number 14, the men's 500-yard freestyle. Not 50. We've already done that. 2 heats of the men. First heat's going to be, could be anywhere from 9 to 10 minutes, depending on our swimmers here. And heat 2 looks like they're going to be all under 5.5 to 5:45. In lane 2, Corbin Laws for Hunter. In lane 3, Rushton Erickson from Taylorsville. Lane 4, Brian Wilkie from Granger. Lane 5, Cole Sharp from Kearns. Lane 6, Cameron Mills from Cypress. Lane 7, Josh Johnson from Taylorsville. And in lane 8, Hayes Courtney from Olympus. Lane 2, Corbin Laws coming through, but been chased down by Courtney. So a cross pool duel here in between lanes 2 and 8. Laws goes 25.97 to open. Courtney goes 28.56 to open. And a nice pack going right down the middle of the pool there. Fourth in our third position, being led by lane number 5, Cole Sharp from Kearns. Laws 55.05, opening 100 goes to 29.08, so we'll see how he holds on that. Courtney comes in at a 30.95, goes under a minute, 59.51 on his opening 50. Laws in lane 2 is holding 30.4. Courtney goes 32.57. comes through in lane. Big swim coming here for Corbin. Corbin holds under 30, 29.61. Nice work there. Corbin Laws entered as a no time. Hayes Courtney entered as a no time. So both those athletes getting a time here for the second half of the season. Hayes Courtney coming into his halfway mark. Laws just hit his halfway at 2:24. So we'll see him. Probably Laws is going to have a great swim here. Courtney goes 2:39 for his halfway split. In third position, I believe in lane number 6, Cameron Mills. Let me check the charts here. No, it's going to be in third position. It's going to be lane number 5, Paul Sharp from Kearns. Laws goes 30.9. So just, I think that is his first 50 split over the 30-second mark. Trying to hang in there. Going to hit the 400 mark. Sorry about our scoreboard. It keeps getting kicked over there. We're going to try to get that secured for you. Comes in. Laws goes 3:56 at the 400. So he's going to be trying to fight to get under that 5-minute mark. He's got a really good shot at it here. 30.46. Bell lap for Laws. He comes in here in lane number 2. He's got a 50 to go and 3 seconds to spare, 2.5 seconds to spare to get under that 5-minute mark. He's gunning for it. That scoreboard is getting. Laws coming in and will go 4:57.66. So that's an excellent split there for Corbin Laws. Well done. Coming up next, our next finisher will be in lane number 8, Hayes Courtney, throwing it down in his last 25. If he can finish like that, maybe has a little bit more to give throughout the event. Going to come in and goes 5:28.77. Hayes with a nice job there. Good work, Hayes. Coming up next, going to be in lane number 6, Cameron Mills. Mills in third position. Excuse me, I missed Sharp in lane number 5 for Kearns, goes 5:44. Mills in lane 6 from Cypress goes 6:10. Wilkie from Granger goes 6:25 in lane number 4. Good work there for lane number 7. Johnson from Taylorsville goes 6:45. Still in the water. Rushton Erickson from Taylorsville working through his 500. It's his 350 mark. 6 lengths to go for Rushton. Rushton working through into his last 100, coming up onto his 75 remaining split here. Last 50 for Rushton Erickson here in lane number 3 for Taylorsville. And Rushton will make his last flip and head for home here. Rushton Erickson will bring it in and hit the time of 10:04. Great work for Rushton Erickson in heat number 1 of the men's 500-yard freestyle. Coming up next will be heat number 2 of 2 for the men's 500-yard freestyle. In lane 1 from Skyline, Max Cheverer. Lane 2 from Cypress, McKay Simons. Lane 3 from Kearns, Max Weissman. Lane 4 from Olympus, Jackson Hatchert. Recall. They're coming through here on that first 50. Typical formation. Joining here in the pool, Alexander Stewart will take the first 50. Stewart goes out in a 24.98, being surrounded by his Olympus foes at a 25.46 for Moran and a 25.99 for Hatcher. Comes through. Stewart takes it, cruising up onto the shoulder in lane number 6. Moran coming in to keep it even. Olympus has the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position. Skyline in that leader's position. Moran keeping it right on the hip, surfing on that lane line, trying to take some draft on there. Similar in lane number 4. Jackson Hatchert doing the same for Olympus. Coming through the 150 split. Stewart goes 28.47 for a 120. Moran 28.83. So keeping it close there. Hatchert goes 29.68. 29.38 for Hatcher, excuse me. Stewart off the wall. Again, being marked by Moran right off the hip. Comes into the 200 at 150.2, 29.2, 29.0 for Moran. So Moran swims that 50, about a quarter of a second faster. So has some in the tank to come in to try to make a run here at the end of the race. You won't see him do that until probably that last 100. He's content to just surf here on that leg as he comes in. It will be interesting to see what the splits here for Alex Stewart goes 29.06. Moran goes 29.18. Just a tenth of a second off. Alex Stewart probably wants to shake him. He moves over to that far side of the lane, trying to take away some of the advantage that he's providing on that draft. Moran literally on the wave, surfing it, trying to take some of that draft. Alex Stewart comes in and goes 29.36. Moran 29.37. 1/100th of a second difference in that 50 as they come in on that. Let's see, where are we? At that 300 mark. Going into the 350. So expect to see Moran turn up the juice here a little bit to try to close that and see if he can get a little bit from the hips up onto the shoulder. Still holding at third position is going to be in lane at number 4. Hatchard for Olympus goes to 30.41 on the split. Moran again, 0.2 of a second faster. And here comes Miles Moran. Alex Stewart finds the mark, takes the turn, and goes 29.10. Moran, 29.38. So Alex Stewart, feeling the pressure, turns it up a little bit as these athletes hit the 425 mark, 75 yards to go. So if Moran's going to go, he's got to come now. Alex Stewart marking it right now, keeping it at about a foot. The bell lap here for Alex Stewart. Alex Stewart picks it up, goes 28.57. Moran 28.85. On to that last 50. It looks like Alex Stewart's going to have enough gas in the tank to put a little bit of space between him and Miles Moran. Both of these athletes, seniors, swimming for Skyline and Olympus. And congratulations to Alex Stewart. I won't say it until it's done, but Stewart comes in and we'll go 4:43.41, finishing split of 47.65. Moran goes a finishing split of 27.3 and a 4:44.68 for the first and second position for the 2023 Granite School District Swimming Championship. Congratulations to both those athletes. Thanks for joining along here. In third position is going to be Hatchard from Olympus. He goes 4:54. In fourth position, De La Garza goes 5:00.15 to wrap up that top 4 here in the men's 500-yard freestyle. All right, coming up next is going to be the women's 200-yard freestyle relay, event number 15. One of the fast and frenetic events here. Relays are always great. In lane at number 2 from Granger, Smith, Alba, Castro, Toledo, Perez. Lane 3 from Cottonwood, Brooks, Lasco, Sandusky, Schwab. Lane 4 from Kearns, Green, Plottis, Figueroa, Cerrone. Lane 5 from Olympus, Greenwell, Rona, Moran, Hooten. Lane 6 from Skyline, Garstang, Lou, Williams, Threadgold. Lane 7 from Cypress, Blitcher, Palmer, Layton, Booth. Lane 8 from Taylorsville, Hansen, Fauchel, Micelli, Oliveira. Lane 9 from Hunter, Murdoch, Woodruff, Martinez, and Cummins. Blasting off the blocks in the middle of the pool, Skyline and Olympus, Jade Garstang, Lauren Greenwell on the duel here. Going to go over just 2 lengths of the pool as fast as you can go, and you can give it to your teammates. In for Skyline is going to be Elaine Lewis. Sophie Rona will mark to see if she can close some of that gap, and she's starting to as we go into this second 50. on the split. Race for third on the outside from Kearns and Cypress as they are going stroke for stroke. But right in the middle of your pool, Olympus and Skyline. What a great split there from Sophie. Rona coming in. Rona will give over to Rainey Moran. Isabel Williams in next for Skyline. Olympus down the center of the pool, coming through. Rainey Moran ready to give over to Taylor Hooten. Audrey Threadgold on the assignment to try to catch. Cypress coming into the wall for third position, but Taylor Hooten has a body length lead in the last 50 here of the 200 freestyle relay. Coming through, Taylor Hooten looking to hold on. Audrey Threadgold looking to just close that gap, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. Hooten comes in, and the Olympus Titans will take the 200 freestyle relay title here for the Granite School District Championships in a time of 139.88. Skyline goes 142.81. Third position goes to Kearns in a time of 152.94. Cypress goes fourth, 153.43. Great swim by all of our athletes here. Coming up next, going to be the men's 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 2, Hunter, Burkholder, Galvez, Ramirez, and Talbot. Lane 3 from Cypress, Johnson, Walters, Campbell, Simons. Lane 4 from Cottonwood, Pendleton, Bruins, Bowling, Alonso. Lane 5 from Olympus, 2, Patrick, Rona, Astle. Lane 6 from Skyline, Johnson, Brooks, Stewart, Goach. Lane 7 from Kearns, Taylor, Duran, Barrows, Crane. Lane 8 from Taylorsville, Peterson, Markham, Naisbitt, Eberly. And in lane 9 from Granger, Huish, Huang, Twitchell, and Wilkie. They're off and ready to go. Hunter, Jonathan Burkholder with a nice start, but Skyline Olympus again in the middle of the pool. Looking to duel. Coming in on this second 50 comes from Olympus, Kevin 2, challenging Chase Johnson. Coming in next for Olympus will be Benjamin Hatcher, and Skyline Sam Brooks comes in. Third and fourth, Hunter in lane near side pool here with Nick Galvez looking to hold on. Cypress challenging there in lane number 3, but Olympus there in lane 5 coming in. Benjamin Hatcher extending that lead, giving an advantage here to Sebastian Rona. Rona explodes off the block. Following next, Alexander Stewart. That's tough duty. Go win the 500 and then just go sprint your guts out in the next event. Great work there for Stewart, taking one for the team. Here comes Sebastian Rona. Rona for the Titans, going to turn it over to Abe Astle. Astle at a club meet just a couple weeks ago went 19.99 in his split. So let's watch that as he comes through for Olympus. Benjamin Goach comes off, but Abe Astle swimming away for it. Let's see what the split's going to be here for Abe. Abe is going to go 20.42. Not too shabby, man. Skyline's going to come in, goes 129.94. Olympus's entry time of 126.35 is bettered by 0.9 of a second. Skyline goes second. In third position, Taylorsville in lane 8 goes 138.41. Exciting as always. Congratulations to our relay athletes. And we'll go back to our final 2 individual events here of the afternoon here, live from Kearns Oakville Park Fitness Center. My name's Sean Stringham with Game On Live Studio. Thanks for joining along. Hope you're having a great time. If you haven't already, Game On Live Studio is donating our time and the gear here. Donating our time here this afternoon to make sure we can highlight these athletes. You'll see a QR code down in the bottom left-hand corner. Go ahead and give that a scan if you wouldn't mind. Maybe think about $2, $5, $10, whatever might work. If you enjoy watching this at home, comfort of your own home. Maybe you're watching from work. Maybe you're commuting and listening and not watching. But love to have you. We're going to take a break. I think they're going to take 10 minutes to get caught up on awards. and we'll get our camera that's been bumped over there a couple of times centered on that scoreboard, and we'll be back right after this. Your top first. You get what score. In third place, All right, here we go. Two more individual events, and our grand finale relay is all that remains here in the 2023 Granite School District Championships, swimming championships. Coming up, event number 17. We have 4 heats of the women's 100-yard backstroke. In lane 4 here of heat 1 is Ella Visser. Lane 5, Annalay Valdez, Cypress and Granger. And lane number 6, Ruth Snow from Olympus. Snow makes the turn, heads back 4 lengths of the pool backstroke. Snow comes in, makes the turn at a time of 38.58. Snow coming in here for heat number 104 in the 100-yard backstroke. Goes a time of 1:19.98. That's a nice time. Coming in next here in lane number 4 is going to be Ella Visser. Visser finishes in a time soft with a soft touch. Valdez comes in at 1:54.93. Coming up next, heat number 2 in lane 2, Stacy Wilkins from Granger. Lane 3, Ash Hansen Vigil from Hunter. Lane 4, Savannah Meyer from Cypress. Lane 5, Sierra Smith from Granger. Lane 6, Alyssa Hansen from Taylorsville. Lane 7, Bree Petty from Olympus. And in lane number 8, Sadie Sandusky from Taylorsville. And they are off here in heat number 2 of the women's 100-yard backstroke. Three across there in lanes 4, 5, and 6. Coming into the first intermediate turn for this heat number 2, the 100-yard backstroke. Coming in is going to hit will be Hansen with a split of 40.92. Coming off the wall. In lane number 7, Alyssa Hansen from Taylorsville making her way. Nice charge here on the inside from Savannah Meyer from Cypress coming through, but it looks like Hansen's going to hang on. Ooh, we'll see. Big long cup. Hansen will go 1:23.68. Meyer in second place at 1:24.20. Coming up next is going to be heat number 3 of the women's 100-yard backstroke. Excuse me, Abrielle Cook from Taylorsville in 1. Isabel Michelli for Taylorsville in 2. Addie James from Olympus in 3. Indy Merrill from Olympus in 4. Rachel Pan from Skyline in 5. Ariana Arazan from Skyline in 6. Haley Brooks from Cypress in 7. Katie Lewis from Olympus in 8. And Rebecca Daly from Skyline in 9. Coming off here in heat number 3 of the 100-yard backstroke. Nice start in lane number 3 from Addie James. Good underwater. She's going to come up in the mix here. Everyone turns, but it's going to be lane number 5, Rachel Pan from Skyline, taking the turn first. Lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6 making their way here into this first 50 in this first slide of heat number 3. Big turn comes in, and it's going to be Pan with the split of 33.06 in lane number 5. Pan makes that third turn and heading for home. Being chased on either side by Indy Merrill from Olympus and Ariana from Skyline. Addie James trying to get back up into it here in 4th position. But it's going to be Pan with a time of 108.21. Finishing 2nd will be Merrill from Olympus in a time of 108.90. Coming up next is our 4th and final heat of the women's 100-yard backstroke. In lane 1, Ada Frazier from Olympus, Olivia Turney from Skyline in 2, Aria Nash from Kearns in 3, Natty Alonso from Cottonwood Colts in 4, Jade Garstang from Skyline in 5, Taylor Hooten from Olympus in 6, Felicia Shee from Skyline in 7, Odessa Talbot from Cottonwood in 8, and Isabel Reynolds from Skyline in 9. They are off and ready here in our final heat. Garstang on the way has a 1.4 second advantage over Taylor Hooten. Taylor would love to close that down. Jade Garstang, very quick swimmer. Garstang coming through here. Slippery in the water, is going to come in and will take the opening split at 26.90. Hooten goes 28.55, holding in that 2nd position. Hooten trying to get onto the feet of Garstang. Watch out in lane number 4 from Nadia Alonso from Cottonwood. She's going to make things interesting on the inside here of Garstang. Garstang in the surface here, just about mid-pool. Off that turn, Garstang's going to come in, cruise to victory in the 100-yard backstroke in a time of 55.52. Hooten goes 57.73. Garstang takes a personal best there here and improves her time in that 100-yard backstroke. Coming up next, event number 18, the men's 100-yard backstroke. 4 heats of the backstroke. In lane 3, Peyton Norton from Kearns. Lane 4, Hayden Whitmer from Hunter. Lane 5, John Wynn from Hunter. Lane 6, William Bagley from Olympus. And lane 7, Lane Woodruff from Hunter. Come in and they explode off the blocks on their 4-length journey here in the 100-yard backstroke. Woodruff goes 29.51 on the opening 50. Entered as a no time. Woodruff coming through here. Will go 59.98. Filling in his program here. Looking for state times. Getting ready for region. Going into the moratorium and then hit that second half of the season. Ready to go. Here comes in lane at number 3, Peyton Norton. Coming in for the Kearns Cougars. Next in will be in lane at number 6. That's says it's Will Bagley, but I don't think that is Will Bagley. Could be wrong. And lane at number 5, John Wynn coming in for Hunter. Up next, heat number 2, Samson Hush from Granger. In lane number 2, in lane 1. In lane number 2, Alexander Buchanan from Taylorsville. Lane 3, Nathan Holmgren from Granger. Lane 4, Parker Makram from Taylorsville. Lane 5, Colin Johnson from Cypress. Lane 6, Devin Bowling from Cottonwood. Lane 7, Austin McDonald from Cypress. Lane 8, Austin Durfee from Kearns. And in lane 9 from Cypress, Brighton Barrett. Turn here on the first turn of heat number 2 of the men's 100-yard backstroke. Coming off the wall in lane at number 6 from Cottonwood is Devin Bowling, but he's being challenged on the inside here from Nathan Holmgren from Granger. First to turn will be Bowling from Cottonwood, and he sends off to his second 50 in the 100-yard backstroke. Again, thanks for joining us here live from Kearns Oak Park Fitness Center. Big shout out to the Kearns crew for hosting us here on short notice. Had a conflict up at the pool in Skyline where it's been scheduled for months, and they ended up being able to sneak us in here so we could hold our meet at the same time and date. So big shout out to Brad Piercy and crew for having us. That ball comes in. Holmgren comes in with a time of 107.54. In second position is going to be Bowling in lane 6 for Cottonwood, goes 107.75. Up next, heat number 3 for the men's 100-yard backstroke. In lane 1, Caleb Allen from Taylorsville. Lane 2, Luke Redenauer from Kearns. Lane 3, Aiden Taylor from Kearns. Lane 4, Matthews Cherber from Skyline. Lane 5, Vincent Wu from Skyline. Lane 6, Caleb Wright from Granger. Lane 7, Preston Tang from Skyline. Lane 8, Austin McGee from Olympus. Lane 9, Tristan Wynn from Taylorsville. Strobe goes off, and we are underway in heat number 3 of the men's 100-yard backstroke. Starting to see the water churn and burn here a little bit as we get into our top 2 heats. Slipping over in lane number 7. That's going to be, number 6, Caleb Wright from Granger, challenging Vincent Wu from Skyline. Wu with a 00, just under a 00 for his time. On point, Caleb Wright has a great swim going here for the Granger Lancers. Coming in, Wu gets right on that lane line, trying to get onto the wave, and comes in, challenging Wright into this last 25. Wright with the advantage off the turn. Caleb Wright having a great swim here. Vincent Wu trying to get in there. Wright goes 58.14. Wu goes 58.59. Caleb Wright drops 2 seconds. Vincent Wu 1. And a great swim there in heat number 3 of the men's 100-yard backstroke. Coming up next, heat number 4. Our 4th and final heat of the men's 100-yard back. In lane 1, Pi Jones from Olympus, Frederick Bessinger from Kearns in 2, Corbin Laws from Hunter in 3, Nash Hale from Skyline in 4, Will De La Garza from Olympus in 5, Sebastian Rona from Olympus in 6, Kevin 2 from Olympus in 7, Connor Swenson from Olympus in 8, and Aiden Walters from Cypress in 9. Big kicks, fast arms here, the theme of the day for heat number 4 in the men's 100-yard backstroke. Coming up in the center of the pool in lane number 6, Sebastian Rona. That's De La Garza in 5, Rona in 6. De La Garza in the lead, takes the split at 25.06. De La Garza coming in, cruising in with the body length lead. Titans coming in and a challenge from lane number 3. Corbin Laws coming in for Hunter. De La Garza goes 51.04. Second position will be 2 from Olympus going to 52.62. And third position will be Laws from Hunter going 53.19. Corbin Laws having a great meet. All right. Coming up next, our final individual event of the afternoon and evening, the event number 19, the women's 100-yard breaststroke. 3 heats in lane 1. Here in heat 1 will be Aliana Pearson from Hunter, Alicia Holt from Granger in 2, Rachel Troth from Taylorsville in 3, JC Young from Kearns in 4, Olivia Hawkins from Cypress in 5, Ellie Lasco from Cottonwood in 6, Megan Stringham from Olympus in 7, Katie Murdoch from Hunter in 8, and Ruby Pope from Olympus in number 9. On that outside, Pope coming strong here with the no time. Olivia Hawkins coming through. Hitting there, next into the wall. Stringham, and from Kearns, that is JC Young. Big turn from Ruby Pope on that outside, seated with a no time here in heat number 3. Excuse me, heat number 1. Cypress coming down the middle of the pool. Kearns and Olympus all looking for a shot to round out the top 2, 3, and 4 spots for heat number 1 here in the women's 100-yard breaststroke. Coming in, it's going to be Pope. She's going to go 124.75. Second position will go to Kearns. Hawkins goes 127.06. Third position will be Young, 129.09. And Stringham in lane 7 in fourth position goes 131.67. Coming up next, heat number 2. In lane 1, Emily Vasquez Leon. Sorry for that cough. Got a little itch coming in. From Cypress, number 2, Nora Varendy from Cottonwood in 2. Lane 3, Julia Schankel from Skyline. Lane 4, Sadie Jonart from Skyline. Lane 5, Caitlin Gonzaga from Cottonwood in 5. Riley Jonart from Skyline in 6. Ava Anderson from Olympus in 7. Midori Moron from Skyline in 8. Grace Binder from Granger in 9. Heat number 2 of 3. Comes in on the turn. Nora Vadenry comes through on heat in lane 2, going off onto her second 50, being chased down by lanes 5 and 7. That's Caitlin Gonzaga and Ava Anderson. Right down the center of the pool, Cottonwood Colts, Caitlin Gonzaga looking to hold on, being challenged by teammate Nora Bardeni coming in. Watch out for the Titan in 7. That's Ava Anderson wanting to get a piece of the action, but it's going to be Gonzaga goes 118. Vanity goes 119 in second position, and Anderson 119 in third position there in heat number 2 of the 100-yard breaststroke. Coming up next, our third and fastest heat of the women's 100-yard breaststroke. Caitlin Tang from Skyline in 1. Isabel Figueroa from Kearns in 2. Lauren Blink from Skyline in 3. Lauren Greenwell from Olympus in 4. Rainey Moran from Olympus in 5. Elaine Liu from Skyline in 6. Brianna Young from Skyline in 7. Gemma Dozenblatt from Skyline in 8. And Ella Plottis from Kearns in 9. Coming forward. 2 Titans and an Eagle coming in. That's going to be 1 and 2 for Greenwell and Moran. Lou coming in 3rd position on the turn for turn, or stroke for stroke here between Lauren Greenwell and Rainey Moran. Elaine Lou looking to get into the action here. Our top 3 locked in as they make the turns in sync. Lauren Greenwell and Rainey Moran on a drag race here for the teammates. It's going to come down to who has the timing. Lane number 3, Lauren Greenwell. Lane number 4, Lauren Greenwell. Lane 5, Rainey Moran comes in, and it's going to be Moran. Puts it in with a 108.42 with the dive. Greenwell had the advantage, 108.45. Lou from Skyline comes in 3rd, rounds it out with a top of 109.97. Great swim there from everyone in the women's 100-yard breaststroke. Coming up next, the men's 100-yard breaststroke. We have 5 heats of men. In this first heat, Liam Talbot from Hunter, lane 5, Colin Flockhart from Kearns, and lane 6, Benny Bonilla from Cyprus. In this heat number 1, in lane number 5, Colin Flockhart. Entered as a no time, but getting a great time here as he comes off the wall. Battling with Benny Bonilla from Cyprus here in lane number 6, and Liam Talbot in lane number 4 from Hunter. Hunter coming up within a couple of body lengths, but this one's going to belong to Colin Flockhart. He'll win heat number 1 with a time of 110.26. Talbot comes in at 115.15. Heat number 2 of the men's 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 2, Sam Breeze from Hunter. Lane 3, Aiden Keys from Taylorsville. Lane 4, Riley Wollenberg from Kearns. Lane 5, Spencer Wall from Taylorsville. Lane 6, Hayden Twitchell from Granger. Lane 7, Peyton Allred from Cypress. Lane 8, Gavin Oakleberry from Kearns. Coming up next, they're in the water here for heat number 2 of 5 in the men's 100-yard breaststroke. Coming up out of the water first from Granger is going to be Hayden Twitchell. Twitchell working his way towards that wall. It's going to be pretty tight here in this heat number 2 as they hit and make that turn. First to the wall is actually going to be Spencer Wall from Taylorsville. Making the turn. Spencer Walls heads back out on the way here for Taylorsville. Opening split of 42.68. Spencer Wall is going to stretch it out, get underneath the flags and into the wall. Spencer Wall goes 131.45. Lane 6, Twitchell is in 3rd. Lane number 4, Riley Wollenberg from Kearns in 2nd position there in heat number 2 of the men's 100-yard breaststroke. Coming up next, it's going to be heat number 3, Caden Brooks in first in lane 1 from Cottonwood, Archer Bat from Cypress in 2, Blake Bates from Olympus in 3, Mason Duran from Kearns in 4, Max Tyler from Olympus in 5, Porter Luckhart from Kearns in 6, Tyler Sink from Olympus in 7, Nick Galvez from Hunter in 8, and Sean Wright from Granger in 9. Coming off that wall, heading back in second 25, coming up first and leading the charge here in lane number 5 is Max Tyler. Tyler with a nice long stroke, big powerful legs. Tyler comes in on the split going 35.29. Being chased down by Kearns on both sides of him. In lane 4, Mason Duran, and in lane 6, Porter Luckhart. Tyler coming in, going to hold the advantage coming into the wall, comes in, has quarter-second advantage over lane 4's Mason Duran, looking to see Duran's going to turn over, see if the long stroke of Max Tyler will hold. He might need to turn it over, see if where the touch comes, it's going to be close. It's going to be Max Tyler going 1:15.61. Duran goes 1:15.79. Great race there. And in lane number 6, Luckhart goes 1:18.12. Heat number 4 coming up 5 in our 100-yard breaststroke for the men. In lane 1 from Skyline, Joseph Scowcroft. Lane 2, Jackson Pendleton from Cottonwood. Lane 3, Tavin Lawrence from Kearns. Lane 4, Collier Brace from Skyline. And 4, Stephen Meekham in 5 from Skyline. Stockton Rogers from Olympus in 6, Carson Metzger from Skyline in 7, Ian Flockhart from Kearns in 8, and Jackson Laws from Cypress in 9. Stockton Rogers and Stephen Meekham dueling in lanes 5 and 6. Big fast turn there from Rogers. He's getting business, getting back the other way. Comes up with a quarter body length advantage over Meekham. Stockton Rogers had a great race earlier in the day. I'm trying to remember which event that was, but he hung right in there. He's going to hit that wall first going into this third turn. Comes forward. Meekham about half a body length behind. Stockton Rogers coming in, looking to cruise to victory here in heat number 4 of the men's 100-yard breaststroke. And he's going to. And a time of 1:04.78. Steve Meekham goes 1:06.28. And in third position, Skyline's Metzger goes 1:08.97. Coming up, the fifth and final heat of the men's 100-yard breaststroke. Finn Borwaller from Skyline in 1, Sam Brooks from Skyline in 2, Isaac Wardle from Olympus in 3, Yunpeng Tao from Skyline in 4, Abe Astle from Olympus in 5, Bodie Anders from Cottonwood in 6, Owen Hartman from Olympus in 7, Benjamin Eberly from Taylorsville in 8, and Lycan Splitson from Olympus in 9. Nice tight turn across the board there here in this first 25. Astle down the middle of the pool being challenged by Owen Hartman. Look for those two. No start from lane 6 for Bodie Anders from Cottonwood. Abe Astle, Owen Hartman, and Skylines. Yunpeng Tao looking to round out that top 3. Coming in, don't give up on Isaac Wardle here in lane at number 3. He's got some juice that he can give. Currently sitting in 4th, trying to make it up. Abe Astle and Hartman challenging here. Those two will be in. It looks like it's going to be Abe will hit, goes 58.10. Hartman goes 58.17. Third position, Tao goes 59.10. And Wardle goes 100.45 to round out that top 4 for the men's 100-yard breaststroke. Our final individual event of the afternoon before we head into our final team event, which is going to be the women's 400-yard freestyle relay. In lane 2, Taylorsville, Farshaw, Buchanan, Troth, Cook. Lane 3, Cypress, Zackerson, Layton, Rodriguez, Vasquez, Leon. Lane 4, Cottonwood, Alonso, Talbot, Bardeni, Gonzaga. Lane 5, Doretta, Rona, Moran, Hooten. Lane 6, Skyline, Vucic, Sorensen, Bringhart. Lane 7, Kearns, Young, Green, Cerrone, Nash. Lane 8, from Granger, Alba Sofia, Linares, Rufner, Winder. Lane 9, Hunter, Cummins, Euro, Martinez, and Hanson. These athletes are going to go 4 lengths of the pool each. Give it all they got and see if they can get it in close here for the final team event of the evening. Coming out strong here is going to be Cottonwood and Skyline, Shayla Vucic and Nadia Alonso. Olympus will give over to Sophie Rona, playing some catch up here with the top seed. Cottonwood has in the water Odessa Talbot, Skyline, Rory Sorensen picked, but Olympus closing that gap. Kearns in a distant 4th. Coming in on their second 50 of the second swimmer, Olympus has brought it back even with Skyline, looking to go pick up the Colts. Excellent swim by Sophie Rona. Rona closed the 1.5 body length gap and will hit that third 25 with the advantage. Here comes the Titans. Cottonwood in second position, Skyline in third. Next for Olympus is going to be Rainey Moran. Rainey goes, explodes off that. Then it's going to be Cottonwood and Skyline in a dead heat. Skyline will put in Becca Bringhart. Cottonwood puts in Nora Bardani. Big turn will flip and go there for Rainey Moran as she pushes. Skyline comes into second position. Cottonwood in third. It looks like Kearns in 4th. They're about a half a length behind. Rainey Moran comes off that, ready for her second 50. Moran goes 25.86 in her opening 50. Skylines, Becca Bringhart goes 26.76. Rainey Moran puts the head down, looking to finish here. She charges through the halfway mark in her 4:25. Her duty almost done here. She's going to turn it over to Taylor Hooten. Hooten looking to lay it down. Goes in. Skyline coming in next. In second position, Elsa Bringhart. Cottonwood High School's Kaylin Gonzaga coming in. Olympus has 3 body lengths on Skyline. Skyline has 2 body lengths on the Cottonwood Colts. Here comes Taylor Hooten, looking to put an exclamation point on her event here today for the Olympus Titans. She comes in, will split 25.67, head back the other way, and is put just under a half a length lead on the Skyline Eagles. The Eagles goes 27.03 on her split. That's Elsa Bringhart. And here comes Taylor Hooten. Hooten comes through the halfway mark. She's got 12.5 yards ready to go. She's going to come in under the flags and see where her time is going to be. But the Olympus Titans will be the 2023 Granite School District swimming champions in the 4x100 yard freestyle relay. Skyline Eagles will come in second in the time of 3:47.88. Olympus goes 3:41.08. Here comes Cottonwood with a respectable 3:56.47 to round out the top 3 there on the relays. Kearns will finish 4th with the time of 4:02.4. And we'll wait for our second half of the heats to finish up here. Great work there by all of our swimmers. Here comes 5th position. Cypress goes 4:33. 6 will go to Granger. In 7th position in the water will be Taylorsville. And Hunter coming up right on after that. All right, we'll get those two ladies in, but let's head our attention over to event number 22, the men's 400-yard freestyle relay. In lane 2, Cypress, Johnson, Walters, Simons, Campbell. Lane 3, Hunter, Woodruff, Cook, Talbot, Laws. Lane 4 from Skyline, Stewart, Brooks, Hale, and Tao. Lane 5 from Olympus, Moran, De La Garza, Rona, Astol. Lane 6 from Cottonwood, Childress, Settler, Burns, Brooks. Lane 7 from Kearns, Bessinger, Barrows, Crane, and Hatch. Lane 8 from Taylorsville, Peterson, Wynn, Naismith, and Eberly. And in lane 9 from Granger, Wright, Wilkie, Holmgren, and Wright. All right, here comes our final event of the evening, the men's 400-yard freestyle relay. Expect some fireworks, as you always would. We're looking to carry the momentum from this meet into region and the second half of the season. And we are off. Miles Moran leading the charge here for the Titans. Watch out for the Cottonwood Colts there in lane 6, AJ Childress. You can probably hear it over the loudspeaker, but we got ourselves a hoedown. William Tell Overture, the classic, coming through. Goal is to beat the Overture. If you've ever wondered, here comes Abe Astol going side to side there with Skyline. Alexander Stewart. Stewart comes off the wall. Astol with a half a body length lead. Abe Astol in first, Skyline in second. In third position in lane, going to be the Kearns Cougars. Bringing the next is Will De La Garza for Olympus. Sam Brooks for Skyline. De La Garza has a half a body length on Brooks. Brooks will throw the turn. Solid into second. Great underwater by Will De La Garza. Puts a half a length in by the flags. Will De La Garza coming in. Takes his turn. Brooks will come in off that turn. In third position, about 10 yards behind the Kearns Cougars. A race after that for fourth. Could be anyone's race. Here it comes. Will De La Garza extending the lead here over Sam Brooks and the Skyline Eagles. De La Garza is going to give his turn over to Sebastian Rona for the third leg. Nice clean start. Relay exchange there for Rona. Brooks is going to turn it over to Nash Hale. Hale comes out strong. Big wake on a little, looks like a little raspy little guy there. He looks strong. Here comes Sebastian Rona. Rona will throw that. Splits a 22-4-2 for his opening salvo. Coming in, Rona for the Titans. Nash Hale for Skyline. Kearns in third. Sebastian Rona going to give it over to Abe Astol. Abe looking to go huge here. Wants this relay split. Club meet a couple weeks ago went 19.99 in the 50, so he's got great capacity to swim really, really fast. Skyline falling behind now. They have 3/4 of a length difference between the Titans and the Eagles. Abe Astol opens with a 21.91. Skyline, Youngpeng Tao looking to play catch up here, still in a solid second position. I believe Kearns still in third. I'll have to double check. We've got swimmers all over the place. Here comes Abe Astol and the Titans. Gonna go a time of 3:09.96 to win the 2023 Granite School District 4x100 relay. Here comes Skyline. They will go second, 3:20.41. Youngpeng Tao does a great job to hang in there. Third position will go to Kearns in a time of 3:29.51. Nice closing split there by Lincoln Hatch, Noah Crane, King Barrows, and Frederick Basinger. Fourth position goes to Taylorsville. Nice work there, 3:41.89. Hunter will finish in fifth position at 3:47. In sixth position in lane 6, Cottonwood Colts goes 357.85. Granger will go in ninth or seventh place, 402.85. And rounding us out here will be Cypress in a time of 408.92. Congratulations to all of our swimmers, male and female, individual and team events, for participating in the 2023 Granite School District Swimming Championships hosted here by the Kearns Oak Park Fitness Center. Again, huge shout out to Brad Piercy and his crew for hosting us here on short notice. Event scheduled for Skyline. Had some scheduling conflicts with the school. They were able to pick it up in a 2 or 3 day notice and run just a fantastic meet here. Skyline ran the meet, so shout out to the Skyline crew. Having had that job, it's a thankless job. So great job to Coach Denny Cullum for Skyline Eagles for bringing it all together and giving an opportunity for our athletes. My name's Sean Stringham with Game On Live Studio. Game On Live Studio has donated their time and efforts and equipment so that we can highlight these young athletes who are over the weekend on this meet. If you feel so obliged, check out the QR code on the bottom left-hand corner, the link in the description of the YouTube, and or on our webpage at goals.co. Throw a donation our way. $2, $5, $10, not much. Goes a long way. Help us cover some of our production costs to bring you such high quality coverage of this meet. Thanks, everyone. Sean Stringham here with Game On Live Studio. Signing off for now. We'll see you after Christmas.